Hello, my loves. I was kind of just bored and thinking about how simple life is. And you ever have that feeling where it's like it's the most easy you've ever had it and you're like, is there something wrong? like things are starting to actually look up for me and it's working in my favor and I'm starting to understand the laws of the universe. Starting to understand the laws of assumption. I'm starting to really, really get it. And like there's this feeling I have of like, is this gonna end? Or am I gonna feel this happy all the time? Because I'm starting to actually, like, I kind of get it. I'm kind of fulfilled on my own. I kind of love my life. I kind of love myself. I kind of love you guys. I kind of think that things are about to start looking up for a lot of us, and I just wanted to chat about it. Um, if you're like me, and you've waited like 36 years or longer to finally have happiness in your life, when you finally get it, it's like, wait, what? Happiness, joy, manifestation, working in my favor. What? What? So I recently dealt with a breakup that was pretty incredible. I was noticing that my energy was going to somebody that never appreciated it. And so I took my energy back. I give it back to myself, broke it off with this person entirely. And if the universe has not brought in so many amazing people into my life, it's about to get really, really good. I'm feeling though overwhelmed with how many people from the past are feeling when your energy, you give it back to yourself, and when people don't like that, and they give it back, you give it back to you, and people don't like that, and they think you're very selfish, they think you're very cruel, they think you're very mean. Hello there, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Today's a beautiful evening. I hope you're having a good one. Yeah, that's one thing that I've noticed is like when you pull your energy back, so many people get so angry. But I keep rejecting it and I keep saying like, no, that's not my energy. That's not mine. That's not mine. I am happy. I am loved. I am chosen. I am wanted. I am lucky. I am abundant, you know? And so right now, if you guys are pulling back your energy and you're feeling a lot of people that are like, that are getting their karma because of it, because you've pulled your energy back, that's very real. That's very real. And as an empath, you can pick up on it, and that's very real. One of the biggest tips I have is just saying like, that's not mine. No, thank you. I love you, but I'm releasing you with love. Goodbye, never again. Goodbye, never again. And sometimes it can be really difficult because you have an emotional connection to somebody and those cords that are attached between you and them. I tend to believe that we have invisible cords that attach us to every person, everything that we encounter. We attach energy cords if we wish. That's what I tend to believe. Um, that's how information gets shared, energy. So I tend to believe in invisible energy cords. And like going to your normal grocery store and establishing an energy cord with somebody, like the clerk that's checking out your groceries, that's one thing. But when you are overwhelmingly inundated with energy cord attachments between you and someone from like a past life, that you've spent forever with, that's the equivalent of the red string of fate. Like I don't know if you're going to ever really get away from that. Like you're going to have to really 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 deliberately choose to cut cords, remove them at the root, and never let that person in again. I mean, you have to make like deliberate choices, and I've made deliberate cuts in my life for years. um that's why I'm pretty much okay on my own energetically now. You have to be okay with the fact that saying no makes people think you're selfish, and be okay with the fact that people think you're selfish. Okay. To survive in the Hunger Games, you're going to have to really be okay with the way that people don't always like you. Okay. They're not always pleased. And that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes giving yourself a break from somebody, it's literally the first time these people see unconditional love in their entire life. You giving your energy to you is literally unconditional love. So that sometimes your ex doesn't even know what unconditional love is until you pull your energy back and give it to yourself, you know? Thank you. Thank you for the heart emojis. I love that. I love that, whoever you are. So one thing I've been doing is I've been cutting cords for years between me and people that I came here to cut cords with. I came here to end connections with a lot of people. And I did that. And that's why I'm ascending, because I don't have to any longer grab a hold of someone or have them grab a hold of my energy. I just release and I say, thank you. I love you. I love you, but no, thank you. Never again. You'll never have my energy. You'll never be in my life again. And sometimes really saying no is so easy, but staying no, you see, that's sometimes the harder part. So I know you guys are going through a lot right now, a big transition. I'm holding so much space for you. I love you so much. I love you. And I know it's tough. I know ascension symptoms are so hard. And I know what it's like. I know what it's like. I just met somebody who sent me into a fucking shockwave this week. My head's still reeling right now. So I know the ascension symptoms and how it feels. It can feel like you're isolated, you're all alone, nobody can ever understand you, you're going before everybody else. You have to go through this thick brush before everybody else can walk through the forest. You have to cut it all down, you know? And it sucks, but that's what makes you the generational curse breaker and nobody else in your family, because you have the fucking audacity and you have the strength to do so and nobody else does. So right now, I know you guys are really going through it. If you're feeling the loss of people, like they're losing your energy, you're feeling the sadness of them, they are losing their energy supply, they're going to either do one of two things. Either their ego is going to completely disintegrate, like they're going to go through a massive ego death, okay? Because their ego just cannot sustain itself without an energetic supply, okay? If you're not boosting their ego, if you're not pouring into their ego, it's going to just shrivel up and die, okay? Basically, their ego is not going to make it. Or they have a second option, which is to go find another karmic, they can go find another supply quickly and easily, readily. They can go find another energy supply. And most of the time, that's what a lot of our exes are able to do. They're able to go find somebody else and replace you with somebody else. But the difference, and this is what is so crazy, I have seen this firsthand in my life. It is kind of creepy. Exes of mine will go manifest a brand new woman in their life, and she will look identical to me. Identical. Same gap in her teeth and everything. It's fucking weird. Weirdest thing ever. So what I think is happening is the planet is ascending so much that we're all waking up. Your narcissist is going to have a very hard time finding another energetic supply. First of all, you were like a straight up drug, okay? Your energy was like a shot of dopamine, okay? It was an espresso shot. Every time they get around you, they get around a walking Tylenol, okay? So now all of a sudden, you're pulling your energy back, you're calling it back, you're like, no, thank you, you don't deserve this. And it is like taking away someone's straight up drug. Like the drug of choice that they have had for so long was the high that they got on you from your energy. You guys have to see it like that. It is a straight up drug. So a lot of these people, they go through these intense withdrawals and they get shaky. It is like literally coming off of a drug. And so of course, all of your people from the past are going to feel like you're getting away, because you are, but then their energy stores, their energy is depleted. You guys have to realize what you do, how much of a source you really are. You are the source for all things in your reality. And unfortunately, you didn't know, and it's okay, you didn't know how much you really fuel these people. A lot of them can start entire empires on your energy, okay? Entire fucking kingdoms built on your energy. And you take it away, and it's like taking away someone's straight up drug of choice. So of course they're going to freak out. And of course they're going to get loud. And of course they're going to blow up your phone. And they're going to be like, but I promise. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. Their ego is trying to compute, trying to understand why the higher mind within them is now the one about to take over. Because when you activate the love within them, when you show them their truest self, and this is what is so potent about you, you really highlight for people who their higher self is. Like, you really show people their truest, most authentic form. Okay? Not a lot of people do that for the people that you love. Like, not a lot of people do that for that person. Okay? So even if they were to go find another karmic supply, another energetic supply, first of all, it's only to get you away from that person because they're an abuser. I've noticed this. I've noticed that God will send in a third party just so easily, so quickly, like nothing, like clockwork, because these people, the way that they treated you, it's so bad that they have karma. And so now they need to go be with somebody else to pay off said karmic debt. Because a lot of these people feel like shit. You've just rejected them. You're the first person that's ever rejected them. The only one that's never wanted their big ass ego, because you can see it from a mile away. You know who they are. You know what they're about. The ego is the ego is the ego is the ego. Everyone has one. It's a program. It's a program. It's like, that's how that's how we always know what narcissists will do. Like, it's the same book. It's the same program. The narcissistic ego, the frame of the lower mind. That's why it's the same. We all have these same terms like projection, gray rock, narcissistic supply, because there's a program. The ego is a program. It's basically a delayed, old, antiquated freaking toddler that never grew up. And what's happening is the supply that you took away from your narcissist, unfortunately, when you walked away, they have never in their life been able to emit that amount of energy on their own yet. So unfortunately, they have, up to this point, built a false dynamic, a false paradigm on your energy. And when they take energy from you, they inadvertently, accidentally give it to everyone around them too. So you've got entire covens, groups, churches, families that are, until now, benefited from your energy. And now you cut it off, and suddenly entire groups of people are going without in their world. Because you were the one fueling the Matrix, Neo. You're the one plugged into the machines. You remember in the Matrix when he unplugs all those cords from himself? That's you. You're fueling the machines. And so when you stop fueling the machine and you start fueling yourself, then what? Now you're fueling what you do want. You're pouring energy into something you do want, a timeline you do want, behavior you do want, imagination, your scripting journals. You're giving all of that energy, the energy too you were giving to somebody sexually as well. Like, you're giving all that energy back to yourself. Beautiful, creating new life with it, creating a whole bunch of amazing, awesome things. And there is this feeling that you could be feeling of like guilt for your own power, your own majesty, your own divinity, creating something new for you and only you. And I know that feeling. I know that feeling. Like, you should be taking someone with you, but baby, you're born alone and you die alone. You are not taking anybody with you into heaven. Listen, your ascension is your ascension. Nobody gets to pull on your coat strings. Nobody gets to get a free ride into heaven, okay? The frequency of heaven, the frequency of always getting the shit you want, good luck all the time, win, 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 instant manifestation, miracles here, there, that frequency is not ever going to change its standard. Never. Never. Your thoughts need to align with the version of you that has the thing, okay? Your thoughts have changed, collective. You guys have been working on your subconscious mind. You've been reprogramming your mind. I love that. That's why a lot of you went into hermit mode just as I did. You worked on yourself in all that time. You removed all the burdens. You removed energy cords. You removed people from your life. You deleted, blocked people left and right, and went really, really deep within. And you did all of that shadow work under the cover of darkness. Barely anybody knew what you have done for the last decade. Barely anybody knows all the work that you've done. It's not until you come out in the darkness as the light again, that people are like, wait, what do you mean? Because again, you cut cords in darkness. You removed these energy cords and these broken soul contracts. You did this shit for the last decade without anybody noticing. You did it under the cover of darkness. So the only way these people are even gonna know that you did it is when you go back out to shine again in the world. You go back out into the world to be in the world, not of it. And this is when they see you shine brighter, 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 and you're not stopping, and you're not stopping, and you keep shining, and you keep being brighter, and you keep getting more attention, and this is where those people are like, but wait, there used to be like a rubber band, like I could pull them in a little bit. I could limit how much money they make. I could stop them from like saying crazy shit like money grows on trees and I'm the luckiest person alive and I am God. And I used to be able to tell them to shut up and they used to shut up. And now you don't. And now you don't because you've taken your magic all the way the fuck back. And you did it in the cover of darkness. And again, a lot of these people don't even know because a lot of them are enlightened. They're not spiritually aware yet. If they're not spiritually awake, they're certainly not going to understand that you've cut access to their energy levels. It's not until you go out to shine brightly again in the dark, dark world and people see you as the light. And only then are they like, wait, what? When did that happen? Oh, that happened years ago. Years ago. You just didn't know because the collective wasn't out shining brightly yet. You just didn't know. You see? So you guys are giving your energy back. There might be this overwhelming feeling like so-and-so is pulling on your energy. Of fucking course they are. They can't pull on it anymore though. You are allowed to disconnect. You have absolute permission to say, nope, I feel you trying to pull on my energy. I feel you wanting me. Of course you do. No, thank you. I'm sending it away with love. That is not my reality. You can go have a beautiful life. You are allowed to tell people to stay out of your life. Saying no is one thing, but staying no is another. So one of the things that I would suggest is imagine that there are invisible cords attached between you and someone you love, and that you don't want emotion. Like if you don't want that emotional pull anymore, like when you go to try to get away from somebody and then you feel like they are the only person on the planet that could influence you to do something that you don't want to do anymore, I would highly suggest cord cutting between you and that person. That will take away the emotional pull. That will take away the emotional, the overwhelming emotional validation needed from that person. So like whatever decision you're going to make next, I have found that when cutting cords, it makes the decision so much easier because that person no longer gets to influence my decision making because I no longer feel compelled to care about their opinion. Does that make sense? When you cut cords, you become so emotionally distant from that person that they just become another stranger. And I know that sounds really painful and like a lot of you are not ready for this, and I get that. But I'm trying to teach you guys what I know on this journey up to this point of disconnecting everybody, including my own family. I don't have family and I don't have friends. I don't have anybody in this life but God, the Most High God, and I. That's what I have. And a hairbrush, believe it or not. I do have one of those. But yeah. So right now, if you guys are feeling this overwhelming, like, yeah, I just left so-and-so, but I can feel him calling me. I can feel him pulling on my energies, leaving me a million voicemails, shut up and hit a treadmill. How about I not shut up and I hit you? Go on, go fuck yourself. So the thing is, you're going to see how every single person who backs away from you is because they cannot energetically afford you anymore. You're not ever going to be that person again. You no longer associate with the version of you that can handle somebody who only accepts lack and rejection and woe is me and victim mentality. Like you're never going to be able to be around people like that anymore that live in victim consciousness all the time. You can't do that anymore. I mean, I suppose you could try, but it won't be fun. And in my opinion, you can only ascend as high as your weakest link. So if you have a lot of people that are ascending right now, and as a collective, letting go of a lot of people, and at one time cared about those people, this is where the whole collective starts looking really heartless. You guys get called every name in the book for being that heartless and being that, being that ready for whatever comes next. And I don't see you guys settling anytime soon. No, what you're getting called, every name in the book, you get called selfish for finally drawing a boundary and saying, no, you don't get to go with me. I think I've been to sea for the past 9 or so years. I was told everyone can hear my thoughts, but was under contract to not tell me. Am I overthinking because I left like a ghost? Hi, Kara. How are you? Michael, great question. I always get lucky and catch you, or you're on here most of the day helping people. Well, that is kind of actually true. I should be spending most of my day trying to get this fucking knot out of my hair right here. Anyway, welcome to the chat. Is it not possible to completely control the future and that whatever is meant to happen will happen? Stay positive in every situation. Hello, great question. First of all, I'm going to have to say there's not every single aspect you can control in your future. Because even if you live in the outcome, even if you live your present moment as if the thing that you want is already yours, you still don't know the how. You still don't know the how the universe is going to completely redo your matrix. You know what I mean? Like revamp all this shit. You have no idea. You don't know the people that are going to enter. You don't know what store you're going to go to on what day to meet your soulmate. Like, even though you can live in the outcome of the wish fulfilled when manifesting, you're never really going to be able to predict how it's going to come in. Even if you think you know, oh, well, he's definitely going to call me. He's going to call me. He's going to call me. That's how our contact's going to happen. He's going to call me. He's going to call me. Even that, though you may think that's how your person's going to reach out, you don't have any idea that they don't show up at your door. You meet them at the store. You know what I mean? You have no idea. Fucking fly over your house with a plane and balloons. I don't know, but the point is you think you know. But yeah, there's not really any way to fully predict how your thing is going to happen. It is definitely going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. It's inevitable. You select with your Christ consciousness. You select with your awareness on the reality you want. That is where your free will ends. Your free will ends when you decide with your consciousness on the reality you want. You vote for it with your consciousness. You select it. You affirm for it. And you say, that's mine. Perfect. That's mine. Love it. That's mine. I woke up with a new desire today. Boom. My job is to claim it. That's it. Brand new desire. Woke up. It's a desire in my heart because it was put there by the Most High God. Period. You are the Most High God. It was put there by you. The reason your soul craves it is because that shit is happening somewhere. That's why you got the desire in the first place, which tells me that you're already near that parallel dimension for you to be even getting a whiff of it in the first place. So understand that your responsibility, your free will ends where you select your version of reality. That's it. The how, that's not your fault. That's not your doing. That's not your problem. That's not your responsibility. And that is certainly not under your control. So yes, while your life is about to be made consciously, you are using manifestation consciously. You've always been manifesting. The only thing that is different is you never did it consciously until now. That's it. So that's where it ends. Like, you don't get to decide after that. It's like you make that decision. Boom, you see it, you like it, you got it, you keep it in your forefront in your mind, and then boom, the universe has no choice but to conspire in your favor to give you that thing. However, the how, this is what I like to do. I always like to say, like, it's going to be this or something better, period. It's always going to be enjoyable how I get my thing. It's always going to make me happy. I'm always going to smile. Other people are going to be happy when I get it. Whatever it is, it is better for me, humanity, all this. So set your intentions that, of course, it shows up positively. And of course, it makes you feel good. Of course, it makes you feel good. You're God of your reality. What's not to feel good about, right? Hello. Hi, Fistic. How are you doing? I can tell you struggle with insecurities. You can't tell shit. You think I struggle from your insecurities. You think I struggle from the shit that you don't like about me. Honey, you have no idea who the fuck I am. I'd really suggest looking at your projections you send on to random people and then shutting the fuck up while you can. Thank you so much, Michael. That's why God said not to lean on our own understanding and trust his period. Period. Because you do not get to control the how. The how is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. All you have to do is keep claiming that end result. For a lot of my clients, it's like their person doesn't call them or text them. They haven't called them in months or haven't spoke to them. And it's like, your responsibility is not to change that person. That person avoiding you already exists. That version of them is literally already real and it's already happening. You're shifting your consciousness, your awareness to a version of them that already exists in the quantum field, in the infinite. Okay? All you're doing is aligning your thoughts and your speech internally and your imagination with the version of them that you do want. The problem is, many of you imagine this new version, say, oh my God, that's so lovely. And then you say, oh, that's just my imagination though. No, it's reality. It's reality. If you would have known it was reality, you could have really claimed, you could have taken that moment to claim it as your own. Do you feel the relief? That's mine. That's mine. The money is mine. Feel the relief. Oh, that phone call. He just called me. He's so in love. He just admitted feelings. Feel the relief. What would the relief feel like? You cuddling up with them right now. Netflixing and chilling. Eating some popcorn. Feel the coziness of it right now. Your imagination is real. Imagination is the only reality. Why are you looking at the 3D, bro? Why are you looking at this physical reality? This isn't going to give you anything. This world's dead. This world is dead. This is dead, meaning there is no life in this world. It is just a 3D matrix. It's a reflection. The one that gives it life is you. You're the one changing the reflection from within. So when people come up to me and they're like, yeah, I had this really amazing dream, or I scripted for about 15 minutes and oh my God, it felt so real, Jenna, and I really got in that feeling. It's like that they say, oh, but that must be nice. That's just imagination. Girl, how do you think reality is created? One of the smartest things one of my clients ever said to me is, you know what, Jenna? I took your advice and it feels like I'm dating an invisible boyfriend. And I'm like, congratulations. You're literally figuring it out. When you realize that what you are imagining comes true, guys, the imagination is the preview of the upcoming events. I'm sorry that for some of you, for most of you, the imagination up to this point is shit. I would highly suggest changing it. I've been trying to get you guys to change it. Some of you don't want to. It's cool. Go on, watch all the news you want, the horror movies you want, all the gunk you want, the scary shit, all that, and then bitch and moan and complain to me when your life looks like absolute garbage because you do not have any self-discipline to process what it is your eyes are consuming and what you're telling yourself and what you're thinking to yourself all day long. The reason that you're getting chewed up and spit out by your own matrix is because you have given it so much power. Instead of the 10,000 affirmations that you say in a day about how your person wants you so bad, you say it 10,000 times in a day, but then one fucking YouTube video comes up and it's like, oh, how to know he's cheating on you. And then you go and take that and you're like, oh my God, see, it's cheating, it's proof. Girl, you just spent all day, affirming he's so in love with me. We're married. We're so happy. He's so healthy for me. Oh my God, we have so much fun. We have so many kids. We're so happy, so happy, so happy. And then like one video, one affirmation that you, and you let it ruin 10,000 good fucking thoughts that you had all day. I don't get this. I don't get why anybody would do that. You're God. When you're saying it 10,000 times, you're God. When you're opposing it and saying the opposite of it, you're still God. You're the one that's supposed to be giving the power to yourself when you say those affirmations. The affirmations themselves is the power. Or you are the power. The affirmations itself is the confirmation that you already have it. The second you say it, it's true. So, to whatever question that was, yeah, I would highly suggest, I don't remember what your question was. I just know I answered it. You're talking, but none of it means anything. Oh, certainly does, Rusty. God isn't a he or she. Mm-hmm. Right. You know what I just can't understand? Why the fucking semantics? Why does it matter? Why does it matter what gender God is in the conversation that we're having at this point? Why does it matter if there is female anatomy or male anatomy when it comes to a higher source? Why don't we instead see God source as literal energy and pure consciousness? There is no gender at all. When I say he, it's just because I was raised Christian and I have the Judeo-Christian values instilled in my blood. That's the only reason I even use the word Jesus at all, is because I know it from the book. So how about we take the whole like argumentative bullshit and just start saying we are God? Let's do that. Let's do that. Right? We're made in his image. He, she, it, we, they. Whatever image the creator is, we were made in that image. So why don't we go create? Huh? Man, woman, child, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The truest source of all creation is you. You are it. You are literally all of it. So the semantics, the arguing, the my God's this and your God's that, like, my God. Who cares? You're God or you're not. You're either the God that made all those deities. Those gods, you don't need those gods. Those gods need you. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. For those of you who are like, you need Jesus, honey. No, 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 no. Jesus needs me, not the other way around. Okay? My understanding of Christ, my knowledge of what I would read in a book and see as a saint called Jesus Christ, I absolutely fuck with that guy. I love him. I think he's amazing. I think that it represents the story of Christ, the story of Dionysus, whatever the Christ figure, Neo. It doesn't matter. The point is, you gotta realize that you're the one that created all these deities. You're the one that hires your spirit guides. You're the one that fires your spirit guides. You're the one that is literally here working with your ancestors or not working with them, believing in them or not in them. You are both the Christ figure and the Antichrist figure. When are you going to realize you are all that is? When are you going to realize that there is nothing else outside of you? You are the one giving your power over away to these deities, claiming that they're powerful or not. Technically speaking, when I use the name Jesus, I know that's a really powerful name. Very, very powerful name. That's a very high vibrational name. He represents absolute divinity, perfection. He, she, it, we, they, whatever it is. Okay? It's a consciousness. It's an energy. It's an entity. And it, the Christ, the Savior within all of us, is God. So you have to really believe that you are it. If you do not know by now, this matrix is going to chew you up and spit you out. What is coming down the pike for the world in 2026 and beyond? You're going to really need to fucking know. Okay, you need to fucking know that you are it. By now, you should be so psychic that you should be able to predict the next 3 seconds. You should be able to know when something's going to happen in 3 seconds. You should be able to go to a store now and be able to see from 4 aisles over that so-and-so has a really dark aura and you should not be anywhere near them. You should be able to see this shit from a mile away. If you can't by now, you need to really get on the bandwagon. Okay? You need to really get with it. Get with the program. Get with the times. Okay? Your psychic gift, your spiritual enhancements, your psychic awareness, that should be your spiritual boundaries, and your spiritual hygiene should be the utmost, that should be the top concern you have. Okay? That should be like what you care about more than anything right now. Getting your soul right with the Most High God. Okay? Which really means recognizing that you're the Most High God. Okay? Okay? And if you don't do that, that's cool, but I would highly suggest starting there. I encourage people to do like 80-20, 80% of their affirming their whole mental diet on self-concept, meaning I'm a master manifester. Everything I want, I get. I speak one time, the universe listens. I'm the luckiest person alive. Everybody wants me. Like your core beliefs about who you are as a manifester, okay? Who you are in relation to all of this. my imagination creates reality. I'm the best manifester there is. I'm the only manifester. I'm the operant power. No other God creates besides me. These are just the basic tenets. I normally try to get clients to start with that 80%, and then 20%. He loves me. He wants me. He thinks about me all the time. They love me at work, whatever. I normally have them focus like 20% on other people, but the 80% needs to be you focusing on you and knowing who you are as a God, okay? As a creator in your reality. So yeah, I like one of my favorite things is winning. And I've been winning lately. And that's why I came on here to talk about like when you feel people pulling on your energy and like that sadness, that overwhelming, like help me, there's nobody else that can help me, you're the only one. What you have to realize is those people are going to have to go within to find out that they are God. That is the ultimate soul's journey for every single soul on this planet. Everyone is going to go back to source, period. Everyone is source and they will go back to God. They will go back to source. Your entire soul is source. That is everybody's goal. Everybody, that is their objective as a soul, to go back to the creator, to go back to consciousness, consciously being aware of divinity, of a higher plane, of happiness, of joy, being conscious as a creator to create happiness in your world. That is literally what it is. And I've even talked to the angels about this. Like they told me that they want everyone so independent that we never even call on them ever. They want us so intrinsically good at manifesting with our own energy and our own knowledge and our own protection and everything for ourselves. So independent. We don't even need to call on anybody else. That is the ultimate goal of your ancestors and your higher angels. They don't want you to forever call on them. It's like they want you to graduate eventually, just like a kid at school, you know? They want you to never have to call on them again, not for protection, not call on anything or anyone for the abundance, just call on your higher self. You know? To be so, to have gone through this spirit school, go through this 3D world, it chewed you up and spit you out. It should have killed you, and it didn't. And like for you to come out swinging and you to look like this and this is the when you shine like this and people can't shut you up, this is the time people get freaked the fuck out. And I'm going to tell you why. Because until now, they have been told that there is a certain level, a certain octave you can go. Any higher than that, they have to shut you down. Until now, you have had handlers who can shut you down. A lot of you took out the trash. A lot of you cut cords with these handlers. You're like, nah, fuck you. You don't handle me at all. I handle me. The Most High God handles me. So you've already dealt with your handlers. You've already dealt with managers. You've already dealt with soul contracts, leeches, these people who have wanted to shut you down so many times that you finally became aware of their games and you shut them down, not the other way around. So now when you come out swinging and you're bright and vibrant in a very dark world and you're the star now. You're the light. You're the brightest thing in this world. This world is so fucking dark. And all of you know you've descended into what feels like hell. Like you walk around and it's like the zombie apocalypse anymore. And it's because you are the star that's shining bright in the night sky. Unless it were dark, you wouldn't even be able to see the stars, right? So now you're shining so brightly. And this is that one time, the first time ever that any of these people have been like, wait, he's not shutting up though. Wait, she really does think she'll be a millionaire. Like, whoa, he's actually selling a book. Like, wait, she made an album though. But wait, they're actually talking about how we hurt them. And oh my God. This is the first time they don't have control. So of course they're pulling on your energy. They are fucking desperate. But this is where it doesn't matter. You keep going strong. You go full steam ahead. You don't look down. Stop looking down. Stop asking for directions. You fucking know what to do. Of course you know what to do. You lead with intuition. You lead with your mind. You lead with your heart, your soul. You're always making the right decisions. Always. There is literally not one way you can fail. Literally zero. Literally 0% you can fail. You cannot fail. It's your own fucking video game. There is no failing. Okay? None. You can't fail. You literally can't fail. Even if you're on the timeline of like nothing, no money, no friends, no car, no house, no nothing, there is a reality where you have all of those things and the universe has no choice but to conspire in your favor to move you to that reality. So it doesn't matter that you've never had a house before. It doesn't matter that you have $0 to your name. And it doesn't matter that you've never had a job before. It doesn't matter that you've only ever been broken up with. It doesn't matter. That shit does not matter because it changes right now in a split second. Quantum mechanics, it's not what you think. Just because it's been this way your whole life doesn't mean it needs to be that way in the future. Not because, oh, suddenly you go to Jesus and you just like cry and you have a come to Jesus moment and you change your life and you feel so good. No, it's not that. It's literally quantum mechanics. It's literally how the fucking system works. Just because you had something in the past doesn't mean it's going to happen in the future, good or bad. Good or bad. You have to be able to align your thoughts consistently, dominantly with the version of you that has the thing you want. If you are thinking constantly about things you don't want, like how the bills are piling up, and now you have no good track record at your work or job or something, you're going to see more proof of that. The universe has no choice. It has to prove you right. So yeah, tonight is one of those nights you're realizing like, oh my God, you did so much work. You did so much healing. Shit. You're a totally different person. Okay. A totally different person. And people have never been used to this type of you yet. This is a new you. This is a new creation in Christ, honey. This is not something people are going to change. This was formulated after years. This did not just happen because you just like one day woke up and had a bipolar episode and said, oh, I just want to be a new person today. Now that shit took years. Took fucking years. Blood, sweat, and tears. You sacrificed everything to have what you have now. So best bet, God is going to give you exactly what you are owed, period. And you're God, so I guess that's a good thing that you know God, huh? You're going to give you every single fucking thing you want. And no one else is going to do it. No one's going to lift a fucking finger. They don't have to. It's not their job. It's your job to create your reality from your abundant thoughts. Your dominant thoughts create reality. So a lot of you haven't ever even noticed yet what your dominant thought could be until you dumped some narcissist from last year, freaking dumped him recently, and then you realize, whoa, I could have been so much further along if I didn't have 150 pounds of dead weight just hooked to my fucking hip. Yeah? A lot of you are out here realizing like, damn, I could have been having 6 businesses successful if I wouldn't have fed your ass all that energy. Yeah, that's exactly how it is, guys. These people are realizing now that you did all that work undercover. You did all that work in the shadows. Okay? And of course they're crying. Of course they're sad. Of course they're leaving you 1 million voicemails a day because they have nothing. They have the same inadequacies they had when they met you. All you did was highlight for them how they feel less than or unworthy. And then you had to walk away because you knew they were more worthy than what you were seeing them treat themselves like. You knew they were more worthy of love than they thought. So you're like, bro, you're not ready to have me. You're not ready to handle me. You're going to fumble me. I'm going to protect my heart, give it to myself because you're just not ready for me. And you pull your energy back, and this is when people go absolute berserk. And I'm telling you, it has everything to do with energy cords. If you guys still have that pull, you feel like somebody's rubber banding you back, like you go away, and then boom, they snap back. I would highly suggest a cord cutting ceremony. Definitely. And you can do that yourself. You just imagine cords between you guys just dissolving or cutting cords or pulling them out at the root or whatever. But yeah, the one thing I can say about how quickly I move on from people and how it blows people's minds. One, I'm an Aquarius rising and I'm an Aries. So it makes for a very easy time telling people to fuck off. But the one thing that I can say for sure has allowed me to keep my mental sanity while I go through like some of the most intense breakups of my life is doing cord cutting and never allowing that person to energetically attach to me again. I'll tell my guides if they try to get in my energy and reattach, the answer is no. And in those examples, spirit will wake me up in a dream if they're getting near my energy. Like if somebody is trying to walk into my dream, my guides will be like, red alert, you don't want him here, right? So if you guys ever have that emotional pull to somebody and you're like, I just want it over, Jenna. I just want it over with the fucking pain. And a big sign is if you care so much about that person's opinion, if they're like your mom or your uncle or like your sister or something, and you're like, I just wish I didn't care about their opinion so much. One of the biggest things I can tell you is cord cutting. Do cord cutting. Remove the connection between you and them. It takes away the obsession. Basically, what it's doing is it's forcing that person to realize that they lack the energy to sustain whatever it is in their reality that they are actually affording. They're paying for it on your energy, which is actually not good. They're paying for it on your energy, which is very bad because these people think that they get to keep up with the Joneses on your energy, and that's not fair. That's like someone paying for a house on your energy, and otherwise they're never going to know how to take care of their spiritual health, their house, their mortgage, all this on their own energy. You see, you're doing a favor to these people by removing your energy from them. But I'm telling you, the reason the world's going to hell in a handbasket and everybody's going berserk right now, the reason the world's on fire is because so many of us are cutting cords and we're like, I don't care to ever feed your habits, your addictions, your empire, your kingdom, your any of that. Not on my energy. Like, go get your own for that. So the one thing I would suggest if you're having a really hard time right now in letting go of someone's opinion of your next step would be cord cutting with that person. Telling them like, I wouldn't even tell them anything. I wouldn't tell them anything. I would just do the cord cutting. I would just do it silently. And why create a fight over it? That's dumb. Why tell somebody like, yeah, I'm cord cutting from you then. Yeah, take that. What the fuck? Just do it. Just cord cut. It's you, your own free will, and you're allowed to do it. And I have found that it takes away that emotional like pull. Yeah, that emotional pull with that person. Like they no longer have the opinion that I care about. You will just be so less influenceable by that person if you do some cord cutting. That's the one thing I found. Their opinions no longer get to your head once you've cord cut. But again, the reason that a lot of people right now are just going like just berserk and everything's like on fire in the world is because these people we've all cut our energy off from so many people. Like, no, I'm not fueling your old world. No, I'm not doing that. Not on my energy. I'm going to be focusing my energy on this, and this. You see, and this is what most people, that your handlers especially, until now, your handlers were able to handle you. Mm-hmm. Your handlers would be able to sense when you're getting like a little too carried away, a little too happy, a little too rich, a little too pretty, a little too wanted, a little too adored, a little too popular, a little too famous, a little too something, and a little too cocky. And they would be able to go in and completely dismantle it. But now you are a free sovereign being. You are free in your own self. You are free as a sovereign spiritual being having a human experience and a human existence in this physical world. And now all of a sudden they have zero control. Fucking zero control. They go ape shit. They don't even understand how someone like you has just flipped the entire script. And you did so under the cover of darkness. You didn't advertise it. You didn't go around being like, yeah, really, well, fuck you then. I'm going to show you. I'm going to teach you by taking some cords away. You didn't do any of that. You did it under the cover of darkness. You did it in the most quiet and lonely place. Hell. Absolute hell. In the fucking cave. In the casket, basically. That they planned for you in the freaking ground. 6 feet under, basically. Yep. And it looks good on you. And now you're shining so bright, and everybody that has up till now been able to see it visually, either physically, because you're there in their environment, or they can see it psychically. Like once you glow, once you fucking realize that you're God, once you know you're divine, people see that shit. People feel it. People see the light in you. That decalcifies pineal glands, by the way. When you ascend, and you're one person in your entire reality, when you ascend, people are going to see it. Your light is literally going to decalcify pineal glands. People are going to know. It's not a fucking secret, dude. It's not a secret. Even though you don't talk to people you haven't talked to in 10 years, they're still going to know you're ascending. They're still going to know. They're going to have dreams about you. They're going to hear rumors about you. There's going to be like conversations about, oh, did you hear about this? Did you hear about them? You hear about this? It's not going to be quiet. Your ascension, you are literally here as the Christ figure. To go from death to resurrection. That shit ain't quiet. Okay? You're literally here to be the underdog and then to be the fucking goat, the greatest of all time. That is literally what you're here to do. So it's not going to be quiet. It shouldn't be quiet. In fact, if it's quiet, you're doing something wrong. It's not going to be quiet. The healing you did, the crying you did, that shit was quiet, and that was in the darkness, and that was in the nothing, and that was with no one watching you. Yeah? As you were just in the corner doing your own thing, minding your own business. But the ascension, the growth spurt, the glow up, the hey, I'm fucking here. That? Yeah, no, that's a thing. That's a thing. And that shit's gonna be loud. Yeah. Let it be loud. Let every ear hear it. For real. Let every single ear hear it and let every eye see it. These people are not allowed in your life anymore. All they can do is clap or boo. And they do it from the fucking audience. They don't do it in your cell phone. You have like 1 or 2 spots now, baby. You have like 1 or 2 spots. The top 2 spots in your position, in your life. The 2 positions. You don't have time for everybody. Not everybody gets access to you anymore, period. That's how it is. You're a god now. Congratulations. Nobody gets access to you unless they've gone to God to get to you. So you have 2 or 3 good spots at the top. And you are who you hang out with. So you know your council has to be fucking top tier. Yeah? They better have billionaire mindsets. They better have unstoppable, unfuckwittable, I'm God. Who are you? They better be that. They better be that. They are now sharks. Your friends are now sharks and barracudas, okay? You're not playing with guppies and minnows anymore. You got to realize who you are, honey. There's no stopping it now. The world now knows who the fuck you are, so you better know it too. For the longest time, I used to be like, oh, why are people jealous of me? Like, I don't understand. I have pennies to my name. I keep getting blasted on the internet. Like my reputation is practically shit. Like, what? I don't understand. Why would anybody be jealous of me? I was living in my car at the time. I was like, freaking collections, debt, and all this. And I'm like, girl, get made fun of daily. Why is anybody jealous of me? And I didn't understand. I had no idea my divinity. I didn't know my sovereignty. I didn't know who the fuck I was. Now that I know, I'm like, oh yeah, that's why you're jealous. Of course. You have nothing to be jealous of. Jealousy is a very, very evil, not good vibe. Jealousy is horrible. But I get it. I get it. I get it. A lot of people are not looking at beauty in the way, like a daisy is beautiful and so is a sunflower. 2 different flowers, they're both beautiful. Stay in your own lane. Right? Everyone can manifest. Everyone is manifesting. Everyone is a fucking professional master manifester. Everyone is. Literally everyone. Everyone. And everyone is psychic too. I don't have anything that you can't have. Literally, you can have you can have what I have times 1,000 million bajillion. You could do what I could do and do it so much better. That's literally what Jesus was saying, dude. Jesus was saying to his disciples, bro, you can do what I can do. And I'm going to my Father, so you'll be able to do even more than me. Go on then. Stop with the jealousy. That shit is stupid. Go on and just go create your own magical fairyland, all right? Because I am so sick and tired of people thinking that it's a competition. There is zero competition. There is zero competition. You're God of your reality. I'm God of mine. Go be God over there. Go play. Okay? So yeah, for the longest time, I used to wonder why. And now I see how quickly it is that I get over shit. And I guess I didn't know. I didn't really have anything to compare it to. I just had to go through all these like cuts in my life and all these people that just leave my life all the time. I just didn't understand how, for me, it wouldn't take that long. It would take like a couple months at the longest to cry and get over somebody. But now it's like, okay. It's so easy now, guys. I'm not saying it like it's a good thing. I'm saying it like it's a great thing. When you can see that a guy is not for you, or a former friend comes back in your life and you're like, ugh, no, that's not good. That's not good for me. The second you can see that somebody isn't good for you and cut them off and be like, I love you. Thank you so much. No, thank you. Right? And have the universe agree with you and be like, oh, she meant this. Okay. It makes it so easy. Guys, it makes it so easy to cut out everybody from your life when you start seeing the results. And I'm telling you, the results are trickling in for me, and I'm so excited about it. That's why I get so fucking happy. And I have to just word vomit to you all day, because there are actual results happening now. Like, finally, for the first time in my life, I'm seeing how the conscious, like what I want consciously and what I want unconsciously, are kind of coming in together. They're coming together and they're creating a beautiful world for me. And I'm literally changing my 3D physical world. And because there's so many results coming in, I just want to shout it from the rooftops. I want to teach you guys how I did it. And especially with the whole cutting cords, that I can say single-handedly, cutting cords on my entire spiritual journey, cutting cords is honestly how I stayed sane. I swear to you, I would never have been able to get this far away from my family, former friends, gossips, covens, cult leaders. I would never have been, I swear to God, if it were not for cutting cords and removing them from the root, I would not have been able to make it. So cord cutting for me is like my all-time favorite thing. Cord cutting and subliminals. These are my two favorite things. But yeah, if you feel that overwhelming urge to keep somebody in your life, or you keep getting like rubber banding back, like you go to run away from them and you're like trying your best to stay away, and then boom, they show up in your life again. I'm telling you, do some cord cutting. That shit will change your life. Okay? It'll take away that feeling that that you need to like please them, and that your next step needs to somehow involve them. It doesn't at all. Okay? It's you and you alone, and no one's going to heaven on your coattails. No one. That's not how this is done. Okay? That's not what ascension is. Nobody goes with you. You go alone. You're born alone, you die alone, baby. I'm sorry. That's just kind of the thing, huh? That's just kind of the thing, and then you ascend alone. Woohoo! Watch out, guys. She's swinging a double-edged sword guided by spirit. Can you receive what you put out? Oh, baby. I don't think they can handle it. Don't worry. It's not even me that needs to have the double-edged sword. These people are going to realize that the gunk they pour out, what do you think is happening, dude? You can't just send negative energy to a girl who doesn't accept it. Energy never gets deleted. It doesn't get destroyed. It only gets transferred. And so I transfer it back to them. Bro, every single time they put a negative energy out to the universe, it is coming back to them. Eventually, you get to a point where ascension is your protection. The higher vibrational you are, the more any negative attacks just immediately fall off and go back right to the sender. You don't even have to do anything. Like once a week, I'll do a return to sender spell. I'll do a candle spell like once a week, maybe on average. Couple salt baths, but it's nothing like it used to be, because my ascension, my happiness, my joy, my love, my heart chakra that is open for myself is literally what protects me. So the question is, all of you haters that are sitting here sending negative energy my way, do you feel protected? Do you feel safe spiritually for doing shit like that? Like, do you feel like there's going to be no consequences for that? Like, that must be why you do it, because you think there are no consequences. That's why anybody bullies somebody else, because they think there are no consequences. Yeah, but there are, though. And it's not for me to determine, and it's not for me to project onto you. It's for you to go live, because you will have to see that what you speak becomes your reality. So go on with that hate, bud. Whatever hate you have in here, that's on you. That's not on me. It's not on me. You're going to create a real shit life for yourself, which I love. I love that for you. I love that you have free will to go create a shit life. Go on. Shoo, shoo. But the point is, you're going to have to realize that there's no God outside of you creating this stuff for you. You may be taking in, visual input, and your five senses are bringing in input, but that doesn't necessarily mean that reality is what you see. It's what you create. It's what you know to be true. It's what you visualize. It's what you connect with. Reality is your imagination. And a lot of people don't like when I say that, because so many people in today's day and age, they think that your imagination makes you somehow schizophrenic or some shit. I can't help that a lot of people don't utilize their imagination because they don't fucking have one. They instead replace their imagination. They replace what could be using creative potential, and they are instead consuming content or consuming from the stimuli of the external world. And that is replacing their imagination. That is effectively now their imagination. So their 3D has literally become their God. You see? The Matrix is now your God. Because you can't detach from it. Because you can't see what it is as just an extension of you. It's like you see it as the God, as the controller, instead of you the controller. And this is why I got on so many people earlier, and I was talking about how you need to start claiming your God. So many people are afraid of it. Oh, but that's blasphemous. Okay. Yeah, but it's blasphemous. Okay. I guess I'm failing to see where I'm supposed to give a fuck. That's the whole thing. I'm forgetting my P's and Q's. I'm failing to see where I need to give a shit that it is blasphemous to say that I'm God of my reality and I create all things with my mind, my imagination, and my speech. It upsets you. It upsets your religion. It upsets your book. I don't really care what it upsets. I'm here to teach people what it is Jesus was trying to teach people. He was trying to say he and his Father are one, and in his Father's house are many mansions. Now, that can't be literal. And if that's not literal, then chances are Jesus was trying to teach us that in his Father's house, in the kingdom of heaven, are many mansions, are many realities with which you can choose at any given moment. Jesus was trying to teach you that you and your Father are one. He and his Father are one. He was teaching disciples, ye are gods. You should be able to do what I can do, and you should be able to do it better. Teaching his disciples, go out and heal the sick, raise up men from the dead, heal our widows. All this because we're all God, because we should all be doing that. Not just one dude. He was telling everybody, don't go do it. Well, he was teaching 12 people to do it. So, and that's allegorical. That's neither here nor there. The point is, if you guys are struggling right now because you just pulled your energy back, and everybody that loves you is now witnessing you in this savage beast mode, and they're like, wow, you're so bitchy. Wow, you gave all your energy to that new guy, but you didn't give it to me. Yeah, exactly. You're giving it to your music. You're giving it to your book. You're giving it to your job, your kids, your freaking the self-help album book that you're writing, your audiobook, your whatever. You're giving it to so many beautiful things. And a lot of people are freaking pissed right now because now all that energy, which is currency, is now going to you, yourself, and you. Their lesson on this planet is to learn to stop mooching off of people. They are literally learning a very hardcore lesson right now in energy dynamics. The whole world is. That's why it's on fire. That's why the whole world's on fire right now, because everybody is looking at everybody else like, but this guy has my money, and that guy has this tariffs, and that has this boundary, and I need this person gone, and this, and I need this. It's because of energy dynamics. It's because we're reestablishing boundaries as a whole planet, as a whole world right now. And energy dynamics, like, you owe this, but I owed you that. And then we could come up with a deal on this. And it's like we're reestablishing all across the whole planet, like fairness. Really, that's what's happening, is fairness is being redistributed. The ones that are at the top that have way, 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 way too much on the backs of spiritual slaves that gave it to them, they are on the chopping block now. No, I'm talking about, this is just like normal everyday business owners too. I'm talking even mom and pop shops. I'm talking every business, every leader going through intense judgment day right now. Everyone in their business looking at the owner of the business like, should we stay here? Should I keep investing in this company, or should I fucking leave? Every business owner is under judgment. Every leader, every church leader, every leader is under judgment. With great power comes great responsibility. And these people should have been understanding that the one that gave them this power is the one that can certainly take it away. And since a lot of these people do not know yet that they are God, guess what? They think that an outside source gave them their power. What do you think is going to happen when they gave all their power as God over away to someone else or something else? They're going to think that their entire empire goes along with that. If these people don't know themselves as God, then they think a politician is a God, or their pastor, or a book, or their mom, or their bank account. Unfortunately, when you take those things away from people, people are going to lose their shit because they have been convinced by programming to believe that that is God. That false idol is now their God. Precisely why I keep encouraging you guys, please, honestly, claim yourself as God. There is no one else outside of you. No one outside of you that makes this decision. No one makes the decisions but you, baby. No one. I'm not saying people don't show up in your world. Of course people show up in your world. You manifest humans all the time, and non-humans. But the thing is, you have to know that no one else is doing this but you. And right now, if you're feeling that pull and you're like, yeah, I'm trying to get that guy out of my head, Jenna is obsessive. I would highly, highly suggest cord cutting, because that has saved me on this journey so many times. It's to envision cord cutting between me and a person. If I'm like, I'm seriously obsessed with them, like if it won't fucking go away, okay? Like if it won't fucking go away and it doesn't matter what I do, I'll do cord cutting. And if it's like really, really bad, and this has only happened a couple times, I will do a straight up cord cutting ceremony using candles, using cord strings attached between two candles and then lighting it on fire. That is if it's like bad. I've only had to do that a handful, like not even 2 or 3 times, because it was that bad. I could not get the fuck over some people. But I'm telling you right now, the best thing that's happened to me, cord cutting. If you're about to make a big, big change in your life and you just have this feeling that somebody in your family or your close proximity is going to try to sway you away from it, but you know that God is leading you to it, I would highly suggest the cord cutting. That is going to make it so that you don't feel emotionally obligated to what they want. That's going to take away that addiction to them too. Trust me, it'll change your life. You're welcome. You're welcome, free of charge. That you are so welcome for that. That will save your life, honey. Thank you, Jesus. Anyway, I'm gonna go, but I just wanted to talk about that because that's something that I'm feeling right now. What is that? Yeah. And just know that it's what you're seeing too in the Matrix right now, what you're seeing right now is a culmination of shit that happened in the past. So yeah, if you just broke up with your boyfriend and you guys were together, like I was with my ex 6 months about, I still see I still like hear people talk about his name. I still think of him every once in a while. I'll see things, of course, because you just got out of a pretty serious thing, you know? But cutting cords, I'm telling you right now, it will take away the effect of your emotional connection to the dying 3D reality that's dying out of them. Like there was a phase where you were going to have them and that was going to be your whole world, and there was like an entire reality created for that, and then all of a sudden you change your mind. Okay, well now the computer program needs to repopulate. Like we're in a video game. The system needs to fucking reload and bring something new in. Like give it some time, right? But yeah, it is happening. You just overnight changed trajectory completely. Like there was a lot of momentum. You were supposed to be with that person for pretty much ever. And all of a sudden you just wake up one day and you're like, oh, well, I don't really like him anymore. Okay. Let's just stop everything and like recompute and like, okay, what do you want now then? What do you want now? It takes a little bit of time for your video game to populate. It comes in pixelated at first. It comes in like a little bit of a matrix glitch. It's like a little bit here and then a little bit here, like the guy I manifested a couple nights ago on the 1111 portal. A little bit here, a little bit of love here, a little bit of ignoring here, a little bit because it's like the simulation needs to populate itself. It needs to like bring in more of the code. Does that make sense? So right now, just give yourself permission to be like, you know what? I said the boundary. X's are X's for a reason. It's Mercury retrograde. I do not need them back. I'm going to stand firm. I love myself enough. I'm going to stand firm. I'm going to stand firm. As much as it's addicting and sometimes you go back to the past because like you're so used to them comforting you. Nope, it's okay. I comfort me now. I comfort me now. I go within. And if it's a text message I want, I go within and I imagine somebody texting me that I want. Hey, hi cutie. How you doing? Like I will literally go in my imagination and just come up with like calming, comforting conversations there. I don't need to do it in the 3D physical matrix because again, the 3D is dead. It's spiritually dead. By the time you're interacting with something in your physical 3D reality, it's technically already the past. Your imagination, your current present moment in your imagination is the future. This is your present moment now. The 3D is your past. It's history. I've seen dragons. I've been outside the matrix. That's really cool. Hello, how are you doing? Jenna, you always have the best stuff to say. I feel like I'm hearing myself in a different voice. Oh, you have given me closure to a few things I needed to hear from someone else other than myself. Well, that actually is really sweet. Michael, wow. First of all, thank you. Because you have no idea how much I needed that. You have no idea how much I needed that. I really could have used that today. So thank you. Thank you so much. Michaela, bro, I miss my ex. I really love him. Oh, honey, you're allowed to have him. What's the problem? I really miss him. I really love him. What's the problem then? Forgive them, all Father God, for they know not what they say. Thank you for being here, Jimmy. I'm imagining you skinny, Jenna, but nothing is happening. Right, because in your reality, you get to create based on what you believe to be true. You don't believe that I'm thin in your reality. You don't believe it's easy to manifest shit out of thin air. You think that being a fucking troll is more of a career choice for you. So I would highly suggest you pull your head out of your ass and get over the fucking fact that I'm a plus size goddess. You should really move on with your life. I don't understand why you're still here. I almost took myself out trying to transmute everything instead of sending it back to sender. Still learning. Okay, I want to talk about this, Michael. I want to talk about this. Guys, you do not have to transmute shit, okay? Oh my God, first of all, I wish people would have taught me this over the years, that I did not have to transmute bullshit. Sometimes I'd be with a man and like I'd have to transmute their garbage for like 3 days straight. I'd be intimate with a guy and I literally have to clear my energy for 3 fucking days straight. I would be bedridden with a backache, runny nose, a fever, like all this just so that he could go to work feeling fresh and spry the next day and like shiny penny. And like I transmuted all of that pain and it took me several days. I'm an alchemist, so I know how to do it, but that doesn't mean you have to do it. You shouldn't have to do that. You should be with a man who knows how to fucking transmute his own bullshit. Yeah? Yeah. You want to be with a high priest, that high priest will know how to transmute his own bullshit. You don't need to take it on, honey, for you to be bedridden for 3 days straight, okay? The one thing I wish I would have known is that I don't have to transmute shit. If I feel that you're going to dump some toxic nastiness onto me, honey, I'm sending it right the fuck back to every last one of you in here right now. If I've told you get the fuck off my channel and you haven't listened yet, honey, there it is. There's your karma. Enjoy that tonight. Enjoy that at witching hour. You'll remember it. 3 a.m. You'll remember my face. Trust me on that. If I have told you leave me the fuck alone and you can't do it yet, that's a real you problem. That's a real you problem. You need to really handle the fact that you have zero self-discipline and you have to watch a girl you can't stand. So I'm really glad you mentioned that, Michael, because taking yourself out of the game because you can't handle taking on other people's bullshit. That's because we weren't required to take on other people's bullshit. You weren't required. You took it on yourself. You thought, oh, well, I can, so I probably should. I can take that person's pain, so I should. Which is fine. I mean, aren't you a saint? Aren't you a lovely person? Aren't we all? Didn't we all do that? We cared as empaths so much that we literally healed people for free for our entire fucking lives. And then all of a sudden we want good karma in our life. We want the scales to balance. Well, it's only going to balance out when you stop giving. You are owed so much good karma, babe. Okay, so it's like the scales, right? The scales of justice. Like what you're actually owed is way up here, but you have it like way down here. You have got to stop giving to people because the universe has to balance it out. You're supposed to receive now. Stop transmuting everybody's bullshit for free. Send it back. Fuck off. Fuck out of here. Get the fuck lost. That's what that means. I don't know you from Adam. Have a good day. I'm not doing none of that shit. Take that hate somewhere else. I don't care. I don't know you. I don't want to know you. I honestly don't want to know you. The sad thing is, a lot of your mom doesn't even want to know you, bro. Okay? Okay. That's the fucking truth. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Your energy sucks. Have a good one. Bye. Toodles, fruitles. Thanks to your Out of the Matrix. Yes! Jimmy, there it is, bud. Out of the Matrix. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Look at you looking like Neo out here on the payphone when you're like, glitch me out, sir. Hey, can you get me on here? Fuck this place. Hey, Jimmy. How you doing? Man, I love that you showed up here. We're just having a manifestation chat tonight. I don't really have any goal or plan in mind for like this next phase for me. I'm just basically going on whatever brings me joy. And right now, that's just yelling at everybody and singing to myself and hugging trees and stuff. And also talking to squirrels. But that's it. Like, I don't really do anything in a day. Like, my life is pretty uneventful. So I really don't do anything in a day, and I have no idea what this next phase for me looks like, but I know it looks hella good, and I know it's going to feel hella good, and I know it is going to be amazing because I'm getting everything I've ever wanted handed to me on a silver platter. Why? Because the Most High God, for whatever reason, whatever source there is, decided to choose me to go through 15 years of pure fucking agony and torture on my spiritual journey to discover that I am God. How cool is that? How cool is that? That for 15 years, I've been going through my ascension journey. I was going through my awakening. This is my ascension, but my awakening up till now is about 15 years. And how cool. How cool that I got to go into the nothing. How cool I got to learn universal laws. How cool I got to have out-of-body experiences. How cool I get to work with dead people and I get to help coach people who are coming into their psychic superhero gifts. Like, what the fuck? My life is so awesome. My life is seriously fucking awesome, dude. I've been a spiritual advisor professionally for several years now. I love my gig. I love my job. I just, unfortunately, had been getting caught up in the rat race of trying to heal and motivate and coach people that do not want healing, motivation, or coaching. Like, dude, you don't want to break free from the hive mind. You don't want to break free from the matrix, so leave me the fuck alone. Go somewhere else. I'm excited to start working with people who are already above it. You're already above the fray. You're already it. Maybe all you need is just a little confirmation from me, but like maybe nothing at all. You don't need anything at all. I'm about to meet the ones that don't need me at all. But I'd still love to meet you, though. Of course, work with me one-on-one. Duh! Of course you want to work with me. Of course you want to work with me. But you don't need anything at all. You don't need a freaking mediator. You don't need a psychic medium. You don't need anybody. You need you and God, honey. You need you to know that ye are gods. That's it. You just need to know you're God. That's the first rule in my psychic school. You do not get to work with me unless you first and foremost know that ye are gods. You have to know that you're God. You have to know that you're the operant power, no one else. You're it. That's it. Literally you. That should make you feel so fucking good. Nobody gets to tell you can't have your fucking Maserati. Nobody tells you can't live in that mansion. Nobody tells you can't have that job at NASA. Nobody tells you that shit but yourself. That should make you feel really fucking good. It should. You should be able to reclaim your power and feel really good about that shit. If it doesn't make you feel good and empowered, I don't know what you're doing, bruh. It should make you feel like a champion. The fact that you are the only one that makes the rules. Not your politician, not your ballot, not your policy makers. You are the one that chooses to whom to select on the ballot anyway. It's your creation. You don't like the ballot choice, baby. Put somebody new in there. Fuck. You're not voting with a pencil. You're voting with your consciousness. You're voting with your speech, and you're voting with your dominant thoughts. So stop thinking that you're powerless. Stop giving these politicians somehow power over your life by believing they somehow have control. You put them on the ballot in the first place when you were unconscious. I mean, you didn't mean to. Shit, our choices in who we chose as a Republican or a Democrat, girl, wasn't your fault, wasn't my fault. It was our doing, but it wasn't our fault. You see? When we live under the veil of consciousness, we live under the veil. We don't know what we're doing. We're asleep. So accidentally, unconsciously, we create people on the ballot, and then we have to go and think that our choice and our godhood ends with this choice or this choice. Not realizing we put both of them on the ballot, and then we go and vote for it, and then think that those tallied votes are still somehow power over us. No, you're the one that determines who the winner is. You determine the policies. You determine what that politician does. You determine if that politician is good to you or not. You determine if that politician works for the people or works against the people. You are it. It is your reality. First seek out the kingdom of heaven, then the rest will follow, period. That's it. Exactly. Jimmy, hi. Michael, I love having you here. It's always my favorite. You're always my favorite. Thank you for being here. You're freaking amazing. Serious. Oh my God, Michael, I love you. And I seriously can't wait to meet you. I hope I really do get to, because that'd be cool. I actually thought about telling you earlier, like, even if you wanted to pay for the reading, just a normal reading, I still want to do a one-on-one with you. I'll do a reading like via Zoom if that's what you want. That could still be pretty cool. Or maybe, because I don't have Zoom right now, I didn't pay for the subscription. I don't have it right now. I'll just email you some stuff and we'll definitely do something interactive, because I really like you. I really think your vibe is so cool. I love having you here. It really changes the whole thing for me. Like, you are just a vibe. You are such a vibe. Thanks for being here, Michael. Thanks for being here, all of you. I just wanted to say, if you're feeling that person you broke up with, you're feeling their energy pull on you, I get it. And that is your empathy kicking in. Your empathy because you give a shit, because you're a kind person. You care because you're such a sweetheart. Because you're such a sweetheart. Oh my God, I could pinch your little cheeks. You're so cute. I fucking love you. You're so sweet. And you just want to be sweet for that person because you think that they have no one else. Baby, they do have someone else. It's called the good Lord. They have the good Lord they can go to. The same deity, the same source, the same creator of all things. They can go to that one. Huh? They don't need to come to you. They need to get it right with God. These people need to go within and realize that they are God. Hmm? And plus, trust me on this, even though right now you think that person has nobody, honey, I am so sorry to tell you, they will replace you in 10 seconds flat. Listen, I don't care how many years you were with your person. If you, as God, declare, I don't want so-and-so anymore because this marriage is toxic or whatever, I don't give a flying fart for you, good honey, that man will pick up more hours at work. He will go adopt a baby. He will just find something to do. There will be a girl that flirts with him at work, and something will happen to get that man out of your reality so you can be safe. Trust me, the universe will give them another karmic to dangle in front of their face so you can run from danger, honey, because you in danger, girl. Remember Whoopi Goldberg? Remember the movie Ghost? Whoopi Goldberg's like, you in danger, girl. You in danger, girl. Okay, when your ex-boyfriend is trying to like stalk you and you're like, Lord, send him a karmic. You in danger, girl. Let us send somebody. Let us send somebody to distract him. And then you end up thanking that girl ahead of time and you're like, thank you so much. I love you. Good luck. Good luck, trooper, huh? Good luck. Yeah, you get him. You get him, tiger. You get him, tiger. I'm going to go over here now. Good luck. You ever have that? Oh, man. And there are a lot of women really eager to take your sloppy seconds. And I have found this, and I'm like, why? He's not even that great of a catch. One, it's because he looks attractive because you've poured all your energy into him. Let's talk about it. He still looks hella attractive because he's really given that high vibe look. Because, girl, you poured 16 years energy into that man. Listen, so then you got all these karmics that are circling him like vultures, and they really want him because you want him. Oh, honey, see, I know it all too well. It's so sad. They want him because you want him. When you stop wanting him, watch how every girl from here to the nearest Tim Hortons can't fucking stand that douchebag. And all of them are like, oh, God, I don't really care. I don't really care. they all dump him because you dump him. It's sad. That's what happens. But I've found this, that in narcissistic abusive situations, when I decide, all right, God, I'm going to take you up on your offer. You say you can get me out of this. Let's go. I have seen how that man will turn total cold. They'll go Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde in 2.2 seconds and find a new supply. Like, just the craziest shit out of thin air. My when I was married, when we were getting a divorce, my ex-husband found this woman at work, and I was like, you know what? Have at it. Have at it. Go on. I will even leave you time to. I left him like a lot of special time while we were getting the divorce. I was still living with my ex, and I was like, bro, you do you. Okay, you got a new girl. I love that for you. You seem happy. Like, it's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna go over here and start my business. I'm gonna go just do my thing. Honest, have a good life. But the way that the universe sent her in, because God was trying to get me out of his grasp. And it was so telling how karmic she was. She would all the time, like this one time I heard her on the phone in like the other room. I had my headphones on and like I took them down just for a second because I thought I heard a noise, and I did. It was her cackling on the phone. She was on a video call once. And I had just took my headphones off to hear her laughing and like cackling like a hyena about me. She was like, well, tell me your wife's name. Like, I want to find her on Facebook. So what's she like? Like so what's going on? And like oh my God. And I'll never forget it, girl. This is my husband I was going through divorce proceedings with. And my husband was like, why the fuck does it matter? Like he was defending me and we were going through divorce. It was the craziest shit. And when you see how karmic those situations are, you know to run in the other direction. Like God will put somebody in their place to get you out of Dodge. Okay? Because God cares about you. You are the top priority. You are the child of the Most High God. God cares so much about you. God loves you so much. Okay? When a karmic comes into that person's life, let them. I know it can be devastating. I know. Like I remember the first time I heard them, like they were too loud sometimes. And it fucking broke my heart, dude. I no matter what, like I was trying to get away from that marriage. It was so brutal to know that he was falling in love with another woman. That I felt at one time, like I heard them on the phone once and it just my heart. Like I felt it snap in half. I remember the day that my heart snapped in half. Oh, it was horrible. It was by far the worst time of my life. And I'm actually kind of shocked I'm even alive. Cause Michael, when you said like self-harm and shit, like there was this one point in my life where I was like, there's nothing to live for. I never really did anything stupid. I've never been suicidal and I've never attempted it really. I drank like a bottle of NyQuil once. I wouldn't suggest it. It did nothing but fucking make me sleep for like 2 days straight. But that was it. Like I've never done that. I've never like tried to, but I'll tell you, I got pretty damn close to being that depressed. And yeah, I left my marriage in 2019 and I never looked back ever. Sometimes when God puts a karmic in their life, girl, you let God do that, sweet cheeks. You run. You in danger, girl. You run. You run. You in danger, girl. So yeah, when it came to him, I was like, you know what? You two deserve each other. You go on. You go get him, Tiger. Yeah, you go get him, Tiger. It's fine. And I'd been with him 8.5 years. So eventually you're friends with them. You're like, I don't want you to be like fucking hopeless. I mean, I want you to have a good life. Like, I might not like you enough to marry you anymore, but I mean, I don't want you suffering. So yeah, if God sends a karmic in their way, like let them. Just run along now. Shoo, run along. And do some cord cutting while you're at it. It'll take away the sting. It'll take away the rebound effect, like that rubber band effect, where you get away and then you boom, you come back and they come back. Oh God, that sucks, huh? That sucks. That's sucky. Especially during Mercury retrograde. That's the worst. Mercury retrograde. Every 3 months when you know you still have unfinished business with like 3 or 4 people and you're like, fuck my life. I thought I got rid of you guys. The universe was like, well, these stragglers. And sometimes every 3 months, what? Is it every 3 or 4 months Mercury retrograde comes in? And it comes in with a vengeance and it brings every ex you've ever had back to your doorstep. And you're like, I thought I got rid of you. Really? Damn. All right. Well, let's go again. We go more cord cutting. Girl, sometimes if God is getting you out of a narcissist's grasp, honey, you thank your lucky stars and you keep it moving. You thank God that a karmic has been introduced in his life. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Now run, girl. Run! You in danger, girl. Oh, hello. Hi, Papa boy. Hello. Molly, you in danger. Molly, you in danger. Yeah. Okay. Jimmy Gear gets it. Yes. Exactly. First seek out the kingdom of heaven and the rest will follow. Exactly. I'm sure the reading will be awesome. I can't wait. Oh, Michael, I really get to read with you? I'm so fucking pumped. Can we really? Because I want to. Don't get my hopes up, dude. Don't get my hopes up. I want to meet you so bad. Oh, it would be lovely. I'd be fucking honored. I would love it. Oh, you're so lovely. Isn't he lovely? Made from love. Yeah, thank Thanks, Michael. I can't wait. Not my way. I send everyone to God. Exactly. It's not yours. Send it to God. Let angels have it. Say, please, God, just take this away. I love him, but I can't be around him anymore. Lord, dissolve this connection. Let it go. Take the cords, take them away, take them away, take away. And one thing, and this is where you get real desperate. You get so desperate that you have to actually pray to higher self to like erase the addiction to that person. Girl, because some of them can be really addicting. Some of these sexy motherfuckers out here looking real delicious like Pringles. And once you pop, you just can't stop. Some of them, you got to really pray to some higher. Girl, you got to fast for 3 days for some of these men to get off you, huh? But no, serious. There is some, you're like, I'm addicted. Lord, I'm addicted. And you know which one it is too. And you know. And you know. And you see it. You know it, Lord. You know where my mind went. You need to do something about that. No, sometimes when you do ask your higher self, like, could you help a girl out? Be careful what you wish for, because sometimes it's that person that you're trying to get away from will literally go like marry somebody new or something. So, I mean, congratulations. You're literally manifesting them getting away from you. It's just going to break your freaking heart. You know what I mean? But congratulations. You will eventually lose the obsession to that person. Especially if it's limerence. I find that it's mainly limerence. That whole like, oh my God, I need him so bad and I'm addicted to him and I obsess and I obsess. Girl, this changed the whole game for me when I was manifesting, especially connections. Cause like I'm putting myself out there to date again. And the one thing that I'm doing that is different that I've ever done is assuming like the way I want them is the way they want me. Because there is a version of you and them already together. And in that version, they're fucking addicted to you. You're the one they call at the grocery store when they're picking up eggs. And they're like, baby, do you want your beef jerky? You're literally the first on their mind all the fucking time. They think about you always. They think about you constantly. Okay? And that version, that is the version of you that needs to be embodied. You need to embody that version of you that is, of course, chosen. Of course you're chosen. Of course they crave to be around you. Of course they're foaming at the mouth. They want to give you a foot massage today. Like that is literally what they're dreaming about. Okay? So all you have to do is embody that version of you that already has the thing that you claim you want. And honey, you have absolute permission to say goodbye to the past. You are allowed. You are allowed. Contrary to popular belief, you are allowed to tell that person, I don't care if you've dated them for 50 years, honey. You are allowed to tell that guy, I want nothing to do with you ever again, ever in the history of ever. And you are allowed to decide that overnight. If one day you wake up and you're like, wow, he just isn't doing it for me, Jenna. This just isn't working. You have 100% permission to move on. So many of us, especially women, especially empathic women, we stay and 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 we stay. Because we're like, oh my gosh, but like if he doesn't have me, who does he have? Well, he has the same God that you do. He'll figure it out. He's a grown man. He'll figure it out. Chances are. And if he can't figure it out, the next girl that is going to replace you, honey, will help him figure it out, okay? It is not your responsibility. It is your responsibility to move right along. Run along now, honey. Run along now. That man is no good for you, and that is why the universe is sending in a karmic. Some other third party that is not you, so they can get their fix, so they can have their energy supply. Okay? But what they don't understand is they are, ironically enough, manifesting the same narcissistic energy that they are in another person. Bro, do you know many narcissists every single day giving away energy for free? I don't. I know greedy motherfuckers. I know narcissists who don't give a damn thing ever. Guess what? Your ex is manifesting a karmic partner with zero energy to give them. Right? A love bomber meets a love bomber. That can't be good. That can't be good. You got to get out of Dodge, baby. You got to go to higher ground. You got to run. Okay? Run. And I'm just here to tell you that eventually, the promised land, eventually you can walk into it. Eventually, there will be a sexy new roommate living in your place too. Like I got a really cute guy that's here for like a couple days. Super cute. We're having fun. We'll see what happens. But yeah, you'll have it. You'll have that promise end. You'll have that hope again. You'll have that fun. You'll make music with somebody. You'll rap with somebody. He beatboxed. It was really cool. It's the fucking coolest thing I've ever seen. You'll have that. You won't have to always fear, because God really is going to take care of you. God is seriously going to fucking get you out of every bad situation. You guys, I promise you, God is going to get you out of it. You are God. And you are a good God. Were you not good to your narcissist? Were you not good to their family as you try to impress them? Were you not good to everyone who's ever been hateful to you? Therefore, you are a good God. And if you are a good God, a good creator in your reality, then of course you will be fine, because you are a good God who's going to manifest great and miraculous things for you to get the hell out of Dodge. No one's going to manifest that for you except you, honey. To get out of abusive situations, and I've been in many cults. I've been with many men that were like coven leaders. Oh, God. Oh, I say many. Two. Ugh. Sorry. I just upchucked. I upchucked just there. 3 if you count that guy. Oh, that guy. No, that one was the worst. 3 max. Guys, I promise, only 3. Only 3 coven leaders. Only 3 cult leaders. Eventually you'll learn. Eventually. It's like the 3rd time you're like, dude, are you a fucking cult leader? Lose my number. I don't care. Lose my number, dude. So yeah, there's been 3. But whatever, who's counting? So when it comes to abusive, cult-like, coven leader, wannabe warlocks and wizards, you guys really have to be sneaky, as cunning as serpents, but as wise or as gentle as doves, right? And so when God allows you an escape, when God allows you a way out, you let that man go have his little fun, honey. You go on, okay, honey. You do you over there. You guys go have fun. Yeah, I know you took us there on our first date. Well, you go ahead, honey. You go take her there, huh? Yeah, you guys have fun. Yeah, no, you ever been with a guy like that, honey? Jeez. You guys have fun. I'm gonna go over here and talk to my damn self. I'm gonna go over here and twiddle my thumbs. Yeah? I'm gonna go watch paint dry. I'm gonna do anything besides give you energy and attention. I don't care. You know, when God gives you that out, you take it and you run with it. I know a lot of women who have been in some very, very bad marriages, bad relationships. And thankfully, the Most High God has never, ever, ever left you and will never leave you. Will always get you out of said situation constant. Guys, that is how good God is. God's promises are not broken. They're never going to be broken. What you are shown in your imagination, what you are shown in the future, the promised land, you are guaranteed that. That's a guarantee. You were shown it in your imagination because it is a reality that already exists. Claim it. That's your only job. Your only job is to claim it. That's it. So, although I know that feeling of like, oh, but he's so cute though, and like I miss him. I get that. I do get that. My suggestion would be to cut the cords, because what it's going to do is it's going to detach you from the version of them that you keep hauling around, baby. Unfortunately, you're pulling in this dead weight. You're energetically connecting yourself to a version of them that is not ascending. They're not showing up the way you want. They're not calling you. They're not texting you because they don't feel the missing you. They don't even feel your freaking presence gone. There is nothing to miss. Let him miss you, baby. Okay? So pull your energy back, cut cords, okay? And what it will do is it will energetically make that person rise up, or step out. They only have two choices. They either show up correctly or they don't show up at all. And so many people, I think, are terrified of that. They're like, oh, but I don't want to be without him. I don't want to be without him. It comes to a point where you have to love you more than he ever did. And you're going to, this is my opinion. Sometimes you cut cords and you just see, are you going to do it or not? Is he going to step up or not? Is he going to be the one or not? Because either way, you, God, your God self, will never settle. And your God self will demand that any man in your life step it up like the God he is. He will step up like a king, period. So if it's not that king, guess what? Another one will replace him. There will be another in 2.2 seconds flat. So cutting cords will either do one of the two things. It will either make that man energetically feel the missing, the longing of you, that yearning for you all of a sudden, and he will come flooding back instantly. Or, this is sucky, I hate to say this, sometimes he just leaves. Sometimes you never talk again. But at least the addiction to him, the obsession to him is gone. That emotional pull is gone. So either way, it's a win-win. You doing cord cutting is always a win-win. It's just sometimes I got to tell clients, like, you got to be really ready for it, because when you cut cords, that person is going to feel it. Sometimes they have so little self-esteem that they don't feel they're right for you. And they will not be showing up again. Sorry. But sometimes they do. Sometimes you cut cords and you've been manifesting the higher version of them so much that of course they show up like that. They feel the energy, get disconnected. They're like, wait, whoa, oh shit, I miss her. I miss her. Oh my God, wait, what? What happened? Then you get your person. Sometimes it does happen like that. But either way, you got to risk it. Sometimes it's worth the risk. Knowing if somebody is going to step up or not, guys. Okay? Anyway, just as long as you step up for yourself, what does it matter? Oh, hello. I think she's glowing. Thank you. I am glowing. If we're gods, who's the God that's getting us out? Your higher self. Hi, Diana. My songbird is spot on again. Diana, oh my gosh, I love you. I fucking love you, babe. Do you know that I love you? Do you know that? Princess Di. Every time you show up, like I'm channeling there's been like 2 times I've channeled a message about Princess Diana, and you will literally be in the reading. You'll show up later and you'll be like, hey girl. I'm like, how the fuck did I know? I mentioned Diana and boom, there you are. Girl, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're safe, healthy, happy. Shoo shoo, let them. Exactly. You can do it in front of people. I ain't scared. Oh, or will that throw the energy off? No, I really wanted to have some time with you. If you want. If not, we can do it. No, I just thought you wanted a personal. If you want a personal, let's do that. If you want, I don't know that I'm doing live stream readings right now. I kind of am not feeling it. I'm at that stage in my life where I have pennies to my name. And I'm just waiting to see what the universe does, because I am changing trajectories all of a sudden overnight. Like what normally used to pay my bills, I'm not doing for work. I'm just legit ending everything that used to get me paid. And I'm just like having fun with no job and no 9 to 5, no 401k, no security, no man, no ring on my finger. I'm just like, you know what, universe, you say you got it, you got it. Let's go. Let's go. You say you got me. Let's go. I'm going to prove to you guys, God is that good. I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove it. Molly, you in danger. You in danger, girl. My songbird. I fucking love it. She calls me that, babe. Oh my God, Diana, did you know? Girl, okay, I got to tell you something. Did you know that I manifested on the 1111 portal? I manifested a soulmate into this house who literally made a song. We made music together. Yeah, I don't know. You weren't here for that. Girl, I literally manifested on 1111. a totally brand new roommate that made music with me. We made music. We made some spicy drum music. He actually beatboxed. He beatboxed and sang. Total random stranger. Never met a day in my life. And the first hour we knew each other, we were already hanging out, chilling on the couch, vibing, making some music, drinking some beers. He was literally massaging my thighs. Girl. Unreal. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, life soul for fucking ever, guys. It's not gonna be the dark night of the soul forever. We're done suffering. Fuck that shit. We're done. So anyway, I had Mr. Songbird. Oh, yes. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting all my dreams fulfilled. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So yeah, no, on the 11/11 portal, which is insane. It's insane. I had the house to myself for only like 3 or 4 days. Like everybody had moved out, and since it's Iowa in the middle of fucking winter, nobody's here. Like nobody's moving to bumfuck Iowa in the middle of winter. So this place is pretty much empty. And I had like a good 3 or 4 days by myself. And I was just jamming, chilling, vibing. I was like, nothing could get better. And then boom, my soulmate showed up at my doorstep while I was in my pajamas. Girl! That's how easy it is. That's how easy it is. You should be having a couple soulmates show up to your doorstep once a week or twice a week or something, guys. If you're not doing it, you're not doing it right. Yo, if you're not attracting more soulmates to you while you're Netflixing and chilling with your blunt and in your boxers, I don't know what to tell you. You're not doing life right. I don't know what to tell you. I'd like to give you the easy button for Christmas. Easy and easier and show me better, Lord, and more and more and more. And I want more and I want more. You guys cannot be afraid to claim what is yours. You can't be afraid to claim absolute abundance in all things. In all things. Be like, that's mine, God. I don't know how you're going to do it, but you're going to do it. I don't know how you're going to do it, but you're going to do it big. I don't know how you're going to do it, God. I have no idea how you're going to put money in my bank account. I don't give a shite. Doesn't matter. You're going to do it, period. Like, I'm just changing all my career choices, like, overnight. I'm just like, oh, I'm a tarot reader? Never mind. I just want to be a singer now. Boom. Overnight. I just changed everything. I'm like, yeah, let's go, bitch. I don't know if it'll work, but I'm pretty sure I'm hoping for it to work. God will always make a way. That's what you have to realize is the how does not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Some of you have lost your jobs recently. And you're like, but how? But how? The how doesn't matter. You just need to claim that your rent is already paid. You need to claim that you already have your fridge full of food. All you have to do is claim that you have a stack of eggs in your kitchen, that you have a stack of diapers to put on your baby's bum. All you have to do is claim it. That's it. Claim it. And then don't claim the opposite when you see the opposite in the 3D physical world. Stop claiming that shit. When the first time the egg prices went crazy, I remember I was coaching so many people in this group, and then they were like, yeah, but like I can't afford it, and it's like I miss eggs. I'm like, what are you talking about? There is literally like 6 dozen eggs sitting on your counter right now. Like, I don't understand what the problem is. How do you not see that? I had these people going batshit crazy. Batshit crazy. At one time, they were like, wait, what? What'd she say? Yeah. Do you see them? Look on the counter. You see all that? Like, don't fucking question the method to my madness. I got them their cheaper egg prices, so don't fucking tell me my madness is not methodical. I told them they had tons and tons of eggs sitting on their counter, and the next thing I know, the egg prices dropped like crazy, and they're practically handing them out for free. I was like, dude, I told you. Those chicks are going to have a birthing boom, and everybody's going to have free eggs soon enough. And that's exactly what fucking happened. They were practically handing them out. They're like, oh my God, we have too much production. Exactly. You're welcome. You're fucking welcome. It's not that hard. There is a reality where egg prices are already high. There's already a reality. There's already billions of realities where everything is the same except egg prices are different in every reality. But there are also infinite other realities that are just like this one now. The only thing different is you have a stack of eggs on your counter. It's that subtle, slight difference. That's all it is. These are the real Hunger Games. The real Hunger Games. When the rest of the world right now is hungry, this is how you do it. This is how you manifest food for your family. This is how you manifest the end of poverty, the end of hunger. Knowledge. Knowledge gets you the shit that you want in the Hunger Games, okay? So feed your family using your imagination. God will always provide. The imagination will always provide. Always. 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 Okay? See yourself as already having that thing. See yourself already making the omelet. See yourself already carrying in the groceries. See yourself opening the fridge, seeing all the food that you have. Like, you guys have to start visualizing differently if you want differently. Okay? You don't have to visualize. Some people aren't, it's not even easy for people to imagine. Some don't imagine things at all, but yet they manifest all the time. So you don't necessarily need to visually see it, but you do need to start thinking thoughts aligned with I already have it. What thoughts would you think right now if you had 6 dozen eggs on your counter? You'd be like, damn, those look sexy. I'm God. I can't believe I manifested that. That was so easy. Too easy. Damn. Am I powerful? Fuck yeah. I just powered through that. I just freaking manifested that. That's what you should be feeling all day. Those are the thoughts you should be thinking all day. You should be having thoughts aligned with, of course I fucking did it. I'm God. Duh. You should be having that thought all day. If you were really living and embodying the version of you that has the thing you want, what would those thoughts be? Those thoughts would be aligned with, I always land on my feet. I always win at life. I'm the luckiest person alive. Of course I win. Of course I win. It always works in my benefit. It always works in my favor. Of course, of course, of course. Right? What thoughts would you have if you had the thing you want? Your only job is to think thoughts aligned with that. That's it. Wow, this omelet is delicious. I love that I have so much money. I have more money than God. I can spend it on whatever I want. I love it. I love it. Of course, my person called me. Duh, he's fucking addicted to me. Of course we got married. Duh. Of course I found my ring. Of course I found my missing cell phone. Of course I found my wallet. Of course I found $500 on the sidewalk. Of course this is, you're not thinking thoughts yet consistently, dominantly with having your manifestation yet. That's the only reason you don't see it. That's it. It's already here, baby. It's already here. The eggs are already on your counter. The diapers to put on your baby, they're already stacked up to the fucking ceiling. Okay. Free diapers, free groceries, free coffee, free gas. It's already there. It's already there. The abundance is already there. The reason you can't see it is because you're simply not claiming it. You're claiming the lack of abundance in your life and then wondering why you don't find the abundance in your life. Stop fucking claiming the lack. Okay? I just want you guys to end the suffering. End your fucking suffering. End the suffering of the Hunger Games. End poverty. End all of it. It's your world, your God. You are the creator of your reality. It's your own personal quantum bubble. It is your own personal vortex. It's your own personal heaven. It's your own video game. You're the God of your video. You're the God of your simulation. So make it a better reality for all involved. Get people out of the Hunger Games, Katniss. Huh? Manifest a better life for yourself, and that is what your responsibility is as a God. You are responsible for the people in your reality. You better start assuming they all get better jobs. You better start assuming that they of course have healthcare and they're always healthy, and food is abundant everywhere, and prices are so much cheaper everywhere, and there's not a housing crisis. It's the exact opposite. There's so many houses for everybody, and everybody's just like, hey, like, I want to rent to you. This is how you need to build a new earth. You build it by going into your imagination first. Okay? There's already a reality where there's a housing crisis. But then there's a reality where rent is so dirt cheap that people are begging, please, please, will you live here? Will you stay here, please? There's also a million bajillion realities where your groceries are so fucking cheap, and every time you go to the grocery store, every single time at the store, your shit's on sale. There's a million bajillion realities where gas prices are the cheapest it's ever been. You just happen to be tuning into a frequency where it's high. You say the prices are high and you say, I can't afford this. Okay, so the universe has no choice but to give you more realities where you can't afford shit. You see? Once you think dominant thoughts about the reality where you, of course, can afford everything because you have millions of dollars in your bank account and groceries are dirt cheap. Of course you can afford everything. Duh. You get to that point, but you have to know it routinely, and it has to be your dominant thoughts. Your dominant thoughts create in your reality. Dominant thoughts. So, when you're like, yeah, I can't afford this, I can't afford that. Okay. Okay. Here's more. Here's more reality where your rent is too expensive and your groceries are sky high. Because your dominant thought is constantly making your reticular activating system look for more and more things to complain about finances, because you keep affirming and selecting the version of reality you want. But unfortunately, the thoughts are, I never have enough. It's too expensive. How am I going to pay for it? Right. So the universe is like, yeah, we need to give you more reality where you don't have enough to pay for it. What you should be saying, and should be completely changing your entire mindset about money, is saying, like, money is the easiest thing literally in the world. Money's addicted to me. Money needs to be in my bank account. It's obsessed with me. Money is obsessed. Like, obsessed. It has to jump into my bank account at every fucking given turn. It's obsessed with me. It is obsessed with me. Okay? It's obsessed. Every sticker at the fucking grocery store, it's like half off, and there's all these coupons, and there's this, and I just can't. You guys have to start learning how to exaggerate for your benefit. In a day, you exaggerate so much bullshit. I can't afford, like, but what if this happens? And like, I can't afford this. And like, that's of course, so it's going to be the end of me. And all. Like, you exaggerate for all of your limitations. Why don't you exaggerate to bless yourself? You know? I can't believe how cheap gas is. I can't believe how much money is in my account now. Money is so easy to come by. I can't believe they're giving out bonuses as easily as they are at work. I can't believe I just found $100 on the ground. I can't believe I went out to the car, and under my tire there was an envelope, and it was just titled to me, and it just said $1,000. And you're like, what the fuck? You guys don't exaggerate enough in your benefit. I would start with that. I'd start with trying to free yourself from the fucking Hunger Games by realizing that it's a simulation. It's a thing you go into, Katniss. You went into it. You and Peeta both. You went into the Hunger Games. You're like, I volunteer as tribute. Great. So you are God in the Matrix, in the 3D physical simulation here. And you are here to now consciously manifest based on what you, God, wills using your imagination. So start imagining gas prices cheaper, egg prices, tons of eggs in your pantry, friggin' diapers for days, and groceries in your fridge. And you open it, it's fresh fruit and produce and everything. Like, come on. The problem is, so many of you don't exaggerate for your own benefit. You're like, I don't know, do you just not want to be crazy or something? Do you not want to be like, do you not want to get your hopes up or something? Because you can't really get your hopes up. Because, I mean, you get what you invest in, and you're investing in abundance. You can't get your hopes up, you know. Anyway. Yeah. That's all I had to say. 2 hours. Damn, I said a lot. What else is new? Guys, I'm just enjoying. There's so much that's coming through me. When it comes from source, I just have to word vomit. And so I've, like, the last few days, I've just been, God, what is going on with me? Frick. No, I'm serious. What is happening to me? Don't answer that. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. But something is happening to me. I'm ascending, babe. I'm going way, 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 way higher up. Okay. And so I just have this, like, I don't know, abundance of energy that I just need to, like, bleh. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. What time is it? I should probably go to bed. It's 11. 11. Oh, I think she's glowing. What's wrong with your appearance? You have to project negative things on her. Yeah, it is sad. It is sad that people don't love themselves at all, and so they just... Hi, Alexis. How you doing? I want a personal. Okay. Just you group channeling. Universe will look after you. That's a really good idea, you know? Group channeling. I love what I'm doing right now in the live streams. The universe will always take care of me. Girl, this is the thing I've seen. When you're doing something that just sets your soul on fire, it doesn't matter what the fuck it is. I'm serious. If it's coloring in a coloring book, the universe will put so much money in your bank account if you're just having fun. I have seen this so many times. That's why I'm not worried. I am not worried at all. Girl, I have no idea where I'm going. Look, the place that I live, I rent by the week here where I'm at. And so I do like weekly rent, which is kind of nice the way it's been set up. I'm so grateful. But yeah, I like no clue. I have no clue where I'm going after this week, right? It's like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to matter. I know God's got me. This next phase looks so damn delicious for me. It doesn't matter where I go. I'm going to win. It does not matter. I literally win at life. I win at life all the time. It literally matters not. Not one thing. Not one politician in office is going to stop my bank account. Not one troll is going to stop my love life. Not one hateful family member or coven member is going to stop my health and vitality and my beauty. And like when you realize that not one person will ever affect you because you are the only one that affects you now. Oh my God, the power. Just some of us are so scared of it. We've never been this free. Guys, I will genuinely tell you, I've never been this free in my entire life. I have cut off so many handlers. I'm talking handlers. Men who were in my life to handle me, especially as a singer, because I'm about to do it. I'm about to do it big. And there have been so many men that did not want me using my gifts for the public. And I did not know there was this theme, this reoccurring theme, and all of these men that would come into my life and approach me, and they would literally try to handle me. Handlers, for real, handlers. And I'm like, no, sorry, that's not a me thing. I don't need a handler. I'm good. I handle myself, thank you. And just dumping them one by one by one by one by one. Bye. I am good on my own, bud. I don't need a manager. I don't need a handler. I don't need a conservatorship. I don't need you telling me that I am not capable of handling my own finances in my own life. Bitch, I am way better at handling finances than any of you. I can do it my damn self. So when you free Brittany, I'm freeing me too, okay? We're both getting freed from this conservatorship that is on a lot of these talented women. A lot of these women who from young childhood have been in MK Ultra, they've been in these like fucking cults and these covens. They've had people mess with their brain. There are just so many celebrities that have literally had handlers and managers, and you can see it, what it has done to these people. And I just am glad God is breaking me free from that, because MK Ultra is very much a thing. And I truly believe I was in that. And it is only by the grace of God that I'm out of it. It is only by the mercy of the source of all things that I am this okay. I should be fucked up. I should be dead 10 times over. I should not even, I don't know how I'm not in a straitjacket. It is by the grace of God. And truly, it is because I am chosen to be leading in these times. And it is only by the grace and mercy of the Most High God that I have this much of a sound mind. Because the trauma, just in the last 2 years of me being homeless, Almost 2 years. Just the trauma alone in that. Drugged, raped, homeless, abused, tortured by witches, 3 witches and a warlock. That's a real fucking thing. I was in a 7x7 room, a prisoner of war in a fucking coven, practically. There is just so much shit that has happened to me. It would blow your mind. I should not be this normal. I really should not. People think I'm insane, bro. You don't even know. It could have been so much worse. You think I'm just crazy. Dude, I could have been fucking psychotic. If it were not for the grace and mercy of the Most High God protecting my ass as I went through this journey for the last 15 years, but especially the last 2 years on the streets as a single woman, without a gun, without protection. And at some point, even when I had to call the police did not protect me and take care of me. So I really should be completely batshit crazy, and I'm not. Well, I'd like to think I'm not. I'd like to think I have a sound mind. But for the shit that has happened to me, it's I don't know, it's a miracle. It's literally a miracle. There is no other word for it. It is a miracle of God that I am alive to tell my testimony. So I just know all too well what women on the streets go through and what I want to do so desperately. One, on the psychic ends of things, I think a lot of our high priestesses get trafficked the way I did last year because you guys, unfortunately, are so open and your empathy is so off the chart that unfortunately you get matched up with these really low vibrational demonic men that consider themselves spiritual narcissists. And so the high priestess side of things, the psychic side of me, I really want to help my psychic sisters because a lot of these women are getting trafficked because they're so gullible. And it's not even their fault. It's just that we as high priestesses, we exist in a higher realm all the time. So down here in the 3D physical world, we need protection down here. We really do. This is why the high priest is normally, if you're in union, the high priest protects you down here in the 3D realm. I say it, 11 people, 11, like how cool, 11, 11. And your high priestess self does the work up there in the ethers. Your high priest does work more down here in the 3D. And so that is where the protection comes from in protecting you, the high priestess. But sadly, a lot of us women, we went through the awakening journey before the men did. And so we've been out here on the fucking streets, some of us, living on under a bridge or on a freaking park bench or in a shelter or in a car or something. And it's really sad. And all I want to do is the psychic part of me that knows all too well about the spiritual energy of it. I want to coach these women how to get off the streets. I want to coach these women how to claim their divine masculines to take care of them in the physical 3D world. I want that. I want that so bad. That's what I want on this side. And then as for the manifestation part of things, I really want to instruct a lot of these divine masculines to utilize their power, to claim back their sovereignty, to really rise up and lead as divine masculines in this world. Because there are a lot of men out here, they're not even men, fake ass leaders pretending to be men. And they're out here claiming to be king of all things. And I know the real king. I know the real divine masculine. I know the real masculine in all divine masculines, and I know the real true king. What I would really love is on this end to help a lot of the divine masculines learn the practical steps of manifestation, just the practicality of it. And then on this end with the high priestesses, I really want some sort of mentorship. I want some sort of advocacy program, some sort of like rehab, some sort of fellowship with like-minded sisters who have also been targeted, unfortunately, on the streets. Because a lot of these truth tellers, they get kicked to the streets. They're the ones that don't have a house because they got kicked out of theirs because they're out there being fucking truth tellers. And these women they just need help. They just need help. They just need someone who's been through it and can honestly look them in the eye and say, baby, I know, but it's going to get better. It's going to get better, I promise. It will not be this forever. It will not be this shit forever. So that's why I'm trying to get my life right now. I'm trying to show people that it can be done. You can get off the streets. It's not a fucking life sentence. It's not supposed to be a forever thing. Being homeless is not a forever thing. It's just a temporary thing as God leads you through the desert, Moses. That's it. It's just a temporary thing for you to realize who you are and your divinity and your worth and how much God loves you. And then, you can have more. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Guys, we're never going to be homeless again. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. I'm taking the biggest risk of my life right now. Straight up. I swear to God, this is the biggest risk of my entire life, and I feel the most excited about it. Like, no stable income, no 9 to 5, no 401k. Everybody's going berserk right now with everything that's like agencies that are shutting down. All this, it's the biggest risk I'm taking, but I know God's got me, and I love this part. I love this part. When I take a risk and God's like, God, I love it when she takes risks. Watch. The bigger the risk, the bigger my reward for her. This is my favorite part. It really is. So if any of you tonight are like, I broke up with so-and-so and he just keeps contacting me and he won't stop leaving drunk voicemails. I get it. I would highly suggest cutting cords and realizing that you did the right thing. The fact that you feel them pulling on your energy is a very telling sign, my love. It means that all that energy you're now pouring into yourself, it is felt, and the universe has no choice but to soon reflect back to you someone else that loves you as unconditionally as you love you. Okay? So if you love you enough to leave everybody behind, well, unfortunately, the universe is going to be like, all right, bet. She looks serious. She's saying it like she fucking cares. She broke up with him. She moved on. She packed her shit and left. She told her mom she's done. Basically, it looks like she's done. We should send somebody new in. So get to that point, cut cords. And if you feel that emotional tug, just know that it's probably invisible energy cords attached to you and them, and just cut cords and you'll feel so much better. I promise. I promise. Cord cutting for me has saved my life on so many occasions on this journey. So you go, girlie. So, some radio play. I keep singing, oh, I love you, babe. God. Diana, why? Why do you have to be so fucking amazing? Okay. Why do you have to be so amazing, dude? Why do you have to make me think that love exists? Because you're so beautiful. Keep manifesting. You too. You too. God bless you, Jimmy. God bless you. As easy as that. Exactly. Think big, bigger, biggest. Yes, baby. You changing and leveling up to new awesome levels that never end. Run for the hills to new heights. You got this. Girl, you a danger girl. Run for the hills. No, but thank you. Thank you. That is really sweet. Diana, I fucking love you, dude. I really do. Every time you come here, you just change the whole atmosphere. You and Michael both. I'm really enjoying both of you. You guys are really awesome. You're really awesome. Oh my God, spot on. Real Hunger Games. And it's sad. It is so sad. But when you realize that Katniss went into the Hunger Games and the Hunger Games was effectively a simulation. I mean, it was the Matrix after all. I mean, aren't any of us just kind of on spectacle for some higher ups right now to play with? Until we claim complete fucking sovereignty and tell those motherfuckers, I don't know who you think you are, but I'm hella sovereign in my own, so. Until you realize that there is a science behind it. There is a method to how manifestation works. There is a cause and an effect. And when you really fully believe that, you see the cause and you see the effect together, and you finally start getting it, and you finally can realize, oh my God, I'm causing all of this. That's when you win. That's when you win the Matrix. That's when you win the Hunger Games. That's when that's when you win. Jenna, who'd you vote for? Girl, If I told you, I'd have to kill you. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I, in 2016, voted for Trump. And then I decided after that was the first time I ever voted, I decided that will forever be the last time I ever vote. After he betrayed me, I definitely did not vote for him the second time. In fact, would never, ever again. Knowing what I know, girl, never. I didn't vote this last time. And I don't know that I'll vote. I don't know. Maybe ever again. Shit. Who's to say if any of us get to vote ever again? No, I mean, I'm not trying to be all like post apocalyptic, but I mean, I am just saying. You strong streaming today. Goosebumps spot on. Thanks, Diana. Girl, this is the second live stream I've had today. I just have to word vomit. Okay, I just have to talk. I just have to bleh. Yeah, no, I definitely regretted my decision in voting for Trump in 2016. So I definitely did not do it a second time. And totally grateful I didn't do it a second time, but like that fucking mattered. But yeah, no, I vote for Jesus. Who would I vote for? I vote for Jesus loves you. Who said that? Incog. Your name, whatever your name is, that's who I voted for. Jesus. What about you? Money jump in my account. Period. Love it. This is my favorite tip to tell a client. Give your money a boyfriend. Like act like your money is your boyfriend. Give it a personality. Serious. Give your money a personality. Write it into your reality like you are a movie star writing a script for money. This is how obsessed with me you are. You love my bank account so much. Every time I spend you, you come back 100-fold. You love me, I love you. You always come in on time. You're basically addicted to me. I always get more interest. You always put more interest in my bank. I love spending you and you love being spent. And like give it an actual energy. Like make your money. Make your money your daddy, honey. That money wants to be your daddy. Okay? That money wants to be a daddy. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That money. Yes, ma'am. That money wants to be a daddy. Yes, ma'am. That money is begging. Please let me be it. Please. Oh, no. Sign me up. Put me in, coach. Put me in. She needs somebody to keep her warm at night. Woo! Let me get into her Chase bank account. That money will be a zaddy. That's right. That's how you have to see it. You have to give it an energy. Give it its own personality. Hi, Gavin. How you doing? You're awesome. Thanks so much. Hi, Landon. What the hell? Nick and Landon. How you guys doing? I'm an MK Ultra and totally feel everything you say. I'm going to break the program and leave it in ashes so it stops. Period. You got this. How you doing, Marisol? I'm so sorry, Michael, that you had to experience that too. MK Ultra is so real, guys. I was supposed to in 2001 when the World Trade Centers fell. I was literally planning to be in a child acting agency. I was literally about to go to New York City. My family, we were about to go for me to be in a child commercial in 2011 or 2001. And because everything went on in New York, we couldn't go. So that I remember I was only, what was I, like 12, 13? Kind of something like that. So I basically at that time, I was already a singer and an actress, and I was in like a whole bunch of plays, things like, I was singing all the time. I would sing at amusement parks. I was really into it. I was into what I was into, and I fucking loved being on stage. You can't tell me not to be the center of attention, honey. That shit is just gonna happen. But when it came to being in Hollywood, I'm glad it never happened. I really am. I'm glad that avenue completely cut off for me. I was about 13 and I just never went. And And by age 16, I was going through so much bullying in school that I just stopped singing. I stopped acting. I stopped all that shit. And so I haven't really sang since I was 16 years old. And I just got my gift of singing back this year. I just got my vocal cords working again, like that. Like truly, truly, because I was being handled so much and I didn't know it. But I had had some past life handlers as well that I needed to deal with. Karmics from past lives that were literally keeping my throat chakra closed. So just this year, I got my singing voice back. And I haven't sang in 20 years. So it's like it's brand new for me. And I'm very excited. I really want to start producing music, collaborating with people, sharing my voice more. But yeah, MK Ultra is so real. And I'm so glad I didn't have to go through that in Hollywood. I'm glad I got to go through that, well, quite honestly, privately with God without anybody knowing. Like under the cover of darkness. Like I went through my healing journey with no one knowing. I was basically a ghost in the system. Like at one point I didn't even have a license. It had expired. I was just basically a ghost. I wasn't even really here. So I mean I've been on this journey for 15 years. Like this is not my first rodeo. 15 years. And I'm only just now coming into my own. I'm only just now getting results in my manifestation game. Bringing people who love me, manifesting things like there has not been a consistent success for me to manifest yet. It is only just now trickling in. And it is only just now I'm getting so fucking excited about what is to come for God's people that I can't shut up about it. The good news is, the gospel is, y'all about to get it. and I know all too well what it's like to have suffered your entire life and then just all of a sudden you manifest things that have like you fucking wanted since you were 10 years old, and it's coming in and you're like, wait, what is this? I mean, serious? I get to have that? And I think I'm just so excited that I have cracked the code and I fucking figured it out, that I just can't wait to tell you guys about it. I can't wait to share it. Not only the experiences that I'm having, because my life is about to be fucking cool. Everything that I want, I'm about to get. I'm about to land on my feet. I look, I have pennies to my name right now, but I tell you what, when you step out on a ledge and you're like, you know what, universe, catch me. Always. The bigger the risk, the bigger reward. I fucking love it. I do. Sometimes I really like to challenge myself and challenge the universe and do something completely different. And I just want to say, I know all too well, a lot of you have been through MK Ultra. You've literally been programmed to be your own enemy, to hurt yourself with your own energy. You have literally been trained by the Matrix to self-destruct. And so now you're breaking all those codes. All those curses are coming off of you. And some of you are like, I've never not been told no, Jenna. Every time I go to try to say I deserve something, boom, somebody takes it from me. I feel like as this collective ascends, we've never had consistent results in getting what we want and not having someone take it from us. And I think that that's a big sign that MK Ultra is breaking off the planet. In fact, I dare say that's why you're going to soon see all these trials at the top. People in the judicial system sitting their ass down, getting tried for treason and shit like that. You're going to see it. Because MK Ultra, these people's brain spells on us are breaking off, and we do not drink the Kool-Aid anymore. And it's about to be over. And what happens when an entire populace of people gain their conscious awareness and are no longer scared of being told no by a few clowns at the top? Well, first of all, you lose the threat of death. There is no fear of death anymore. Death has lost its sting. Most of you have already had near-death experience. You guys are just like, death, whatever. I live forever, bro. Poverty, most of you have been homeless without food. They've basically stripped so much from you that you're not even fucking afraid of death by starvation anymore. And then a lot of you've been through so many public humiliation rituals that you're not even afraid of loneliness or being embarrassed. Like the way that these people have attempted to ruin you, and it's so loud. Your winning season is so loud. I don't care if people haven't talked to you for 20 years. That person damn well knows that you're rising up. I don't care who it is. This is going to be the loudest ascension this world's ever seen. This is going to be the fucking rapture, and it is loud. It is loud. From MK Ultra, having all that shit scramble up your brain, to completely ridding yourself of all that programming, all the archons, all the fucking ET interference, everything, removing yourself completely and being like, bitch, I run this shit. You're lucky you breathe my oxygen. You're lucky you talk to me. You're lucky the CIA and FBI even get to know I exist. You're lucky you got experimentation on me. You're lucky you got to know what a god is. You're fucking lucky, and now you're irrelevant. Because now you are truly that powerful source, and it is no longer an entity or a corporation or a government agency outside of yourself ever. It will always be you, the truest, most high power in your reality. MK Ultra will never have anything on you again. And it is real. And I very much want to tell you guys it's real. And I'm so sorry you've been through that. And I know a majority of you have been through that shit. Literally, you were surveilled, experimented on, sabotaged. Some of you are literal twin flames, and you had false twin flames brought into your life by CIA, by FBI, by ET. Okay. And I'm not saying it has to be those two agencies. Like, I don't really know what agency does it, but I do know that ET very much interferes in twin flame unions, by the way. So a lot of you have been through that garbage too. So here you are shaking off the fucking fleas, and the whole planet is ascending, and we're all waking up and we're like, oh my God, these people literally had us in a spell. Crazy, right? Crazy, right? You were 7 years old, plopped in front of a TV, and all those fucking programmed commercials drilled into your head before you were 7, and it fucked up your entire adult life so far. Crazy, right? That's why I love subliminals. I love subliminals. I don't put subliminals in my work. I just want to specify this. I don't put subliminals in my work unless it says so. Like, if I make a subliminal for the collective, I put it in there that it's a subliminal, by the way. So don't get it twisted thinking that any of my success is because I've put in subliminal programming into any of my content. I'm just letting you know that, making that very fucking clear going forward. I love subliminals, but I listen on my own. And if I do put subliminals in any of my content, it's literally designed for a subliminal. Like, it will be titled subliminal. Okay? I just wanted you guys to know that ahead of time. Because when my success comes in and people are gonna have their fucking say, I know it'll be like, oh, she put subliminals and made everybody like her. The fuck ever. I don't put subliminals in my work at all. I wouldn't fuck your mind like that, okay? I'm sorry. I wouldn't do that to your mind. It's too beautiful of a thing, and I love God way too much. So I would never harm your mind like that ever, guys. So I love subliminals, though. I listen to it on my own. It has changed and reprogrammed my mind, and I swear by subliminals and cord cutting. Those two things. If I were going to do nothing else ever in my life, it would be those two things. Subliminals and cord cutting forever. That has changed my life. I'm just so proud of you guys too, because it is not easy to get out of MK Ultra. It's not easy. You weren't supposed to. Like, do you know how many people don't? Do you know how many people don't escape? A lot. Look at your entire family. Look at all your lineage. Look at your ancestors. They didn't make it. They didn't make it. They didn't make it out of the Hunger Games, Katniss. You are about to, though. You had to come here as a higher evolved soul, because you weren't going to make it out alive if you weren't. So you volunteered as Katniss. You're like, sign me up, coach. Put me in. I volunteer as tribute because no one else could. No one else could fix the curses that were on your family. No one. No one could survive them. They were fucking horrible. These were people that were constantly, every single day, drilling nasty things into your head consistently, day in, day out. You shouldn't have even survived it. Okay. The fact that you did is insane. So I think it's about time you get exactly what you're owed. I think you are owed so much, so much beautiful, blissful, delicious heaven. I can't wait to hear what it is. Somebody is smoking pot right now. God, it smells good. Oh, that ganja, baby. I smell it. I smell it. Somebody's got. Oh, bless you. I love you. Thank you so. Thank you. Bless your heart. Wow, Marisol, that is so sweet, my love. I hope that blesses you a thousandfold. Thank you so much. That's incredibly thoughtful. Yeah, dude, somebody's smoking. Oh man, so fucking jelly. Who is that? I wonder if it's it's not my new roommate. He doesn't smoke. But anyway, I got this super cute new roommate here, girl. Super cute. We literally met on the 11/11 portal. On the 11th of November, 11/11. Girl, he's sexy. Oh, he has a man bun. He has a man bun. His hair is so long. He has a man bun, and I manifested that. I literally did. I literally manifested that. Literally. I was like, that's a me thing. That is a me thing. I did that. First hour we ever met, he was already chilling with me on the couch, rubbing my leg, and we were singing music together. Tell me that's not a fucking soulmate, girl. So anyway, I'm manifesting all the best things. But yeah, tell me that's not a soulmate. He was already rubbing my leg, and I didn't even know him an hour. Look, there are some people you meet in this life, and you can know them deeper than you've known someone for 50 years, bitch. It is like that sometimes. You know, I've heard stories of people meeting and they marry in like 9 days. I heard that once. This one lady, she met her soulmate and they were married, eloped in like 9 days or some shit. God, that weed smells good. Oh, you lucky son of a bitch. Anyway, yeah, so I really like this guy. He's pretty cute. Pretty cute. I don't know what God has in plan and in store, but he's pretty cute. He's got a man bun, so I love it. And he's looking like a straight up Viking. I win. I win. But anyway, no, really, I win. I always win. Of course I do. Of course I win. Anyway, we haven't talked in a couple days, so we're gonna see how things go. But anyway, the point is I win. I always win. I win at life. So anyway, I have a Viking here with a man bun, and you're not gonna tell me that that's not my soulmate. Girl, he's only here for a few days, and then it's probably bye forever. But isn't he lovely? You have to look at it like, thank you God, thank you God, you're fucking listening to me up there. I know you're listening. I can feel it. I know it's close. Very close. That's very close. But I think he has a kid, and I don't date men with children, so I'm not sure how that'll go. But whatever, he's cute, and it's fun. And I'm single as a Pringle. And I'm in my prime, and he's single, and like, let's just have fun, girl. But yeah, I definitely couldn't even believe it. I came in, I was in the kitchen, and I was just making PB&J, I think. And he came in and he's like, yo, those are beers? I was like, the fuck? No, those are not my beers. Some roommate left them freaking forever ago, dude. You can have them. He's like, all right, bet. So we went out in the living room, and after when I came out, he was like, so, you gonna drink one with me or not? I'm like, I was like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Okay. So I sat down, I chilled, had a beer with him, and he was literally massaging my legs. Girl, within an hour. I knew this guy 1 hour and he was already massaging my legs. And then within another hour, he was massaging other things. Oh, God. I cannot talk about it. I can't talk about it, but I can tell you this. Life is about to get very good. Life is about to get very good. Very delicious. Your cup will be very much overflowing. The land of milk and honey, my love. Very much milk and very much honey. I love it. So, yeah, I was on the couch drinking a beer, and within 1 hour, I already knew. I was like, dude, am I in love with you? Nah, it's just fun. We're just having fun. There's no love. It's not that. I don't think it's that. I think it's just a fun thing. I think it's just probably a distraction. I'm not sure. But anyway, the point is, guys, things are about to get really good. Okay? You're about to get everything you want. And more. And more and more and more and more. Because why not? Because why not? You're God and you can have anything you want. You should have a Viking as well. Get a different one. Pick a different one. Not this one, honey. Go get your own Viking with your own man bun. Go on. Go on. He's mine. Get the fuck off him. But yeah, I manifested that on 11/11. Can you believe it? But the thing I was trying to tell you guys was tonight, the pull that you can feel when you've pulled away your energy from someone and they can tell that you're giving it to somebody new. There's like that feeling like, oh, am I doing something wrong? I'm such a bitch. You already have that where somebody from your past that was so used to your energy, they can't stand that you're getting away, and the first thing you think is like, oh my God, I'm such a bitch. I'm so mean. I'm so cruel. I should have broken up with them. And you feel that guilt. You feel that guilt. But honey, you have got to get over that. You got to get over that, babe. We're much better than that. We are so much better than that. It's the year 2025. We don't feel guilt anymore for breaking up with losers. We do not. We do not. That is not what we do, ladies. If you're treating us like absolute garbage, we have every right to move on. And when we move on and it pisses you off, you should stay pissed. Stay as upset as you want to stay. But stay over there. Stay over there. But stay pissed. Do you like Elvis? Oh, kind of love that guy, honest. Oh, he's so handsome. Elvis was so cute in his prime. You guys, oh my gosh, I fucking loved Elvis when he was like, in his prime. Oh, lovely. Lovely. My grandpa, he used to have all those like albums and he would have like the artwork of Elvis. Like he was his favorite artist. But yeah, Elvis so cute, right? So original. I liked him. I did like him, yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Marisol, I thank you so much. I cannot even believe you gave me that donation, babe. That is literally the sweetest thing. I can't believe you thought of me. Like, that is so sweet. Good night, Jenna. Stay beautiful. We will connect later to arrange our one-on-one. I can't wait, Michael. Oh, guys, it still smells like weed out here. No. Oh, God, gotta love it. Gotta love it. Whoever is getting weed, I think it's my neighbor. Like the neighboring house. Bro, I am so fucking jealous of you right now. I am so jealous. In Iowa, it's not legal recreationally, actually. THCA is. It's a little bit different. It's not the same thing. It's definitely not the same thing. Oh, girl, I fucking wish I could have me a normal edible like everybody else gets in the world. But here where I'm at, they have so many regulations and shit. It's like, by the time you get it, the molecule is so teeny tiny, small little sliver of anything. It's like, whatevs. But yeah, girl, you know what I wish? I wish I had some of that California green. Woo! I hear that shit is so potent. I'm close to Colorado, I suppose. I could go to Colorado. I heard they have shrooms there in Colorado too now. They have like shrooms you can buy in like a fucking candy bar form. Can you believe that? See, this is the reality I subscribe to. Yeah. I definitely vote to be in the reality where shrooms are legal. 100% yes. Great job, Colorado. Great job. Colorado is basically the United States. What's that one country that legalized weed first? It was like the first like state, the first country in the whole world. What was it? What was it? That one state, you know, that one country. Not Portugal. What is it? What is it? You know, that one. We're basically like that for the 50 states. Colorado is like the first state to do like some crazy shit. What was it? What's that country? I know you know what I'm talking about. I know you know the country. Or I'm pretty sure it just smells like reefer all day, every day, everywhere. What is it? What is it called? It's called you know. You know. You know. What's the name of that country? Are you really using drugs? Why do you condone drug use? I condone legal herb. I condone things that are from the God's honest plant. Why wouldn't I is the real question. I love me legal marijuana use. Bro, if you're of age and you're in a state where that shit is legal, have at it, bud. Huh? Have at it, bud. Go get you some green herbery. That's your thing. That's your thing. Do it if you want. Don't do it if you don't want. I'm not here condoning nor not condoning. I'm just saying I fucking use it. I love it. And I would very much love if Iowa would legalize some shrooms too. Who are you to tell me I'm not allowed to feel this way or express my opinion? Right. If it is legal where you're at, have at it, bud. Go on. Or don't. If it's legal where you're at, dude, and I mean it. I mean it. Follow the fucking laws, guys. Don't be an asshole. Okay? Don't be stupid. Why wouldn't I? Follow your legal laws. Yeah? And if you don't like your legal laws, get them changed. With Iowa, I'd really love to start manifesting some serious change in our 420 policy here. But yeah, I think this is the fucking most conservative state when it comes to green. So it's like you can't really have much of anything here. You can even have fun here in Iowa. Okay, there's nothing. There's nothing but cows. Cow tipping, pretty much. There's nothing. There's nothing in Iowa. But yeah, I love me some THCA honey where I can get it here in the state. But yeah, what I wouldn't give to go to Colorado. Are those the Smoky Mountains? Or, wait, is Colorado the Smoky Mountains or is that the God, you guys don't it's my geography. It's real bad. It's real bad. What was that country? And I know you know what I'm talking about. It's the one where everybody got high all the time. That country, it was like a thing. There were all these festivals, and it was like this big thing when marijuana was just coming out. It was just coming out. What was that country? It's like I know you know what I'm talking about. Basically, Colorado is our What country was that? Oh, I know you guys are gonna. It's right there. It's right there. Does it start with a C or a P? It's right there. It's right there. I know it. Remember, it was that country in Europe. It's like everybody got high all the time. Remember, and everybody was like, "Oh, that looks like fun," and then so everybody legalized weed because of it. You remember what country was that? Amsterdam. Oh my God, I love you. I fucking love you. Thank you. That's exactly it. Oh, so you didn't leave, Michael. That's great. I like to grow my own shrooms, and Bud, me and you would get along great. We would. Michael, we already get along great, and you haven't even provided for me any Bud yet. Oh man. So you live in Phoenix. You live around Phoenix. Oh my God, the most potent bud I've ever had was living in Mesa. Oh my God, that would just, bro, the gummies there in AZ, they do not play. They do not play. They don't play. Okay, on the West Coast is the best coast for a reason, girl. They know how to fucking grow their plants there in AZ, honey. That shit will knock you out. That will take you to God himself. You will have a meeting, you will have a sit down with Jesus, honey. You ever smoke a J with Jesus? I'm serious. AZ is no joke. That's where it's at. But yeah, I've just had so many experiences. I've never done any drug harder than marijuana ever. I've never smoked anything harsher than that. I've definitely been an alcoholic, so I've been sloshed with alcohol, but never any drugs harder than marijuana, which is actually kind of telling and kind of weird. But the point is, it smells like weed right now. I am so envious of whoever has that right now. I'm so angry. Can you tell? They're smoking my bud. Iowa demands marijuana regulation laws to be changed, okay? And I know so because one of my neighbors right now is enjoying the festivities, and they are certainly not doing so legally. So I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to have to go out on a limb and say that a whole bunch of Iowans want regulation of the good Mary Jane. So it is my responsibility as God in the flesh to manifest some change with our herbage. You caught my attention as I was leaving. I'm your bud. I'm your bud. Oh my God, Michael. Don't leave. You have to leave. You're not leaving yet. Don't leave. Stay. You don't have to go. You don't have to. Sleep. What do you mean? Sleep. Anybody can do that. You can do that when you're dead. Don't leave. You know you want to stay. So, thank you. But yeah, you can stay. Oh, you're so fun. I always love talking to you, Michael. Well, the country is the Netherlands. Amsterdam is a city. Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. But I'm not too much of an idiot that I don't recognize your name is a trollish username. Hugh Jazz. Got him. Oh, I'm on to you. 100%. I know you were trying to troll me just there. Look at that. Look how strong I am. Look how smart I am, huh? Hugh Jazz. Dude, normally, like seriously, it would have probably taken me like 3 weeks straight. No, I swear to you. It would have normally in the past, because I was such a dumbass before, it would have taken me like 3 weeks straight seeing you every day in here for me to realize Hugh Jazz is a fucking pseudonym troll. It would have taken me a lot longer. I'm very proud of myself. I think it's a contact buzz from the weed. There's somebody smoking. I'm smelling it. Can you get a contact buzz from the neighbor's house? Dude, I love it. And I love your Hugh Jazz. Thank you for being here. That username just melted my heart. Speaking of catch my attention, I saw your Hugh Jazz in here. How you doing? How you doing? But anyway, yeah, so it would have taken me like three weeks to know that you were a troll before I'm getting very good. I'm getting very good at my job. No. And you know what's so sad? I would have been your fucking best friend for 3 weeks straight too. And then I wouldn't have known until the third week that like you've been trolling me the whole time and you're really just a fucking narc. I wouldn't have known. No offense, you, but I would not have known. I'm very glad that I can see right through you. Points for efficiency, though. That shit is funny. I like it when people have a play on words like that. It's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. It's giving troll under a troll bridge, but it's giving cute as well. Um, we'll see. But yeah, it would have taken me 3 weeks to know that you were a troll before. It's very sad. I've been on YouTube for several years now as a streamer, and I'm not kidding when I said it would have taken 3 weeks. It's very sad. Anyway, I actually read usernames now in a way that is very, very smart. So I've been trolled so many years. I fucking have it down pat, okay? I know what I'm doing now. Well, the country's in the Netherlands. I'm staying for a little longer. I enjoy your energy. Oh, Michael. Oh my gosh. I like you, dude. I really like you. You've got a very cool energy. You're awesome. Thank you for being here. Guys, for real. I'm sorry I'm going through such a weird thing. Like, there's so much going on. I don't want to be alone right now. You know? There's just a lot. There's just a lot. And with the way that fall is so quiet, you know, because this house is so big and I'm alone and it's like deafening. I just don't want to be alone right now. So I'm going through so many shifts. I just like kind of keeping myself busy through it all. So thank you for being here, guys. But yeah, I'm having a very good life. I'm having a very good upgrade. Things are happening. Things are definitely getting better. But sometimes I also don't like the psychic part of it and that you can hear people's pain. Because my pain is easing, but there are other people that are officially going through it. And I know what's happening. I know that I'm about to ascend and I know that I'm about to timeline shift and I'm going to be out of a lot of people's orbit and they're never going to be in my reach again. And I just need to stay firm and I just need to stay focused. But the sadness that a lot of us feel, it's because you're psychic and you're an empathic person and you can feel people's pain, you know? People just want love. People are not hard. You know, it's not hard. It's not hard to be a healer. It's not hard to be a motivator. It's not hard to just be love. It's not hard. Giving a free compliment, dude, it's free. Give a hug. It's free. Like, if you see a homeless person, sit down and talk to them, make them feel like a goddamn human being. Like, it's not that hard. It's not that hard to make life better. Be love. You know why I get blessed with unconditional love so much? You know why the universe brings in random soulmates for me like every fucking week? Because I embody love. Because I am love. It has to come in because that's what I am. That's what I'm conscious of being, is love. So of course it's going to find me. So many of you are wanting that unconditional love, that soulmate, that bond. And it's like, that's great. That's a beautiful want and desire, but are you being it? Are you emitting that frequency? Are you honestly being love? Because that is the quickest, most surefire way of manifesting true unconditional love in your life, is literally being that frequency, being that, and having it mirror back in your reflection in your world. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So the question is, are you guys out there being love? We know Brandon isn't. Let's go, Brandon. We know you're not being love, dude. That's okay. I love you anyway. Love is the highest frequency. Exactly, Marisol. Exactly. You know, your accent is pretty good. Really, Hugh Jazz. Well, thank you, sir. I love it. I don't know where I got it from. Definitely not from England. I've never been across the pond. I've been in Canada, but you can't count it. Canada is basically an extension. Well, I'd say the United States anymore is an extension of Canada. I would say Canada has it way, way, way more figured out than we do. Guys, we used to be the big brother. Can you believe that? We used to be the one that everybody would look up to. Now they're like, God, that's the brother we don't invite to Christmas. That's what the United States is anymore. We used to be all proud and rough and tough, like, yeah, yeah, we fucking, yeah. Yeah, let me fuck a motherfucker up. Yeah. No. Now pretty much everybody across the entire planet looks at America like we're the butthole of the planet. That is kind of it. That is kind of what America is giving nowadays. There are a lot of people that hate us. When you have Mexico and Canada both hating our guts, that's when it's like not a good thing. That is like, bro, that's a 250-year rock solid friendship that got torn apart in 1 year. Something ain't right about that. Listen, 250 years we've been all snuggled up next to our neighbors, like, hey, can you lend a cup of sugar? And it's totally fine. But we get 1 year with someone who just wants to go balls to the wall, and then all of a sudden we're hated by both Canada and Mexico. The two most friendly countries on the planet. Story of my life. Story of my life. I am hated in the same way. I'm hated by all the Switzerlands. Anybody who's just calm and pleasant to be around, friendly, popular, fun. Any good ally countries that we have now fucking hate our guts. Like, them, like, story of my life, dude. I get it. I get it. I've had some very non-problematic friends in my life. They were never a problem. I was the problem. Oh, God. It's like finding out that the United States is the problem. We all have to look at it. Like, guys, I think we're the problem. You ever wanted to sit down for 5 minutes and meditate on that shit? I think the US of A is really honestly the fucking problem. I'm like, yo, I love my country. I do. But it is falling apart at the seams. I don't even understand. I don't even know what we are. What are we? Are we going to come together as a people? Protect the innocent, feed the hungry, clothe the poor, house and shelter our veterans and the ones that truly, truly want to keep us safe and protected from dark forces that are trying to encroach on our freedoms? I'm serious. Like, are we going to ever come together as a people? I don't know. Sometimes you look at it like America might be actually the fucking problem. And maybe it's always been that way. Here we go, poking the hornet's nest all the time. This is what we do. We just go, poof, poof, poof. Hi. You don't owe us anything. And we don't really even hate that you exist. We're just going to encroach on your territory and strong arm you into giving us something that you don't really need to owe us. Honestly, we are bullies. The American military industrial complex, we are legit bullies. And honestly, maybe God should be sitting our ass down. Because the things we have gotten away with our military complex, it's given big D symptoms. Like we have a big D, but it's not big D energy. We don't we shouldn't have been having big D energy because we didn't have a big D. like it's like so we might have a really great military, but like we only have a great military if there are great military men with real ethics and morality. And I think there are good ones in our military. I really do. I think there are good ones. But, baby, if you're not having to witness God go in, even to these military groups, and separate people and be like, God is doing this. God is separating those who are good leaders and those who aren't. And you're just going to see it. You're seeing the obvious truth of it all. But yeah, honestly, I think America, my opinion, we're bullies. Like, we're a bully. We are a fucking bully. Yeah, unfortunately, America was built on genocide. I know. It's a sad. I know that I say we, meaning the Freemasons that created our Constitution and stuff. It's I understand the sentiment for people to be free and justice and liberty for all. But yeah, if some of the things That didn't happen when we first had our country established and originated. Like, I'm even kind of convinced that this house might be built on like burial grounds or something. Like, I don't know what that forest is, but this is like predominantly Native American. um like, I'm in the Midwest, but I'm in the parts of the Midwest that there was like a lot of Native American, um what are they called? Not villages, but Native American tribes, right? And so I think what happened is I think there's something here, like Native American burial grounds or some shit. I don't know. I just know this house is haunted. And I think there's something kind of here in this area, like a portal or something. Um, all I know is this is an Airbnb that I stay at. I rent a temporary housing place, and there are so many travelers that come in and out, and there is a common consensus that this place is fucking haunted. So it's not even just me. There are actual people who pay to be here and then they pay to leave. They're just like, I gotta go. I gotta go. Casper ain't so friendly. So this place is haunted, and people have definitely had experiences here. And I was here only 3 or 4 days by myself last week. Only 3 or 4 days, and there's another roommate here now. So I never get the chance to be here alone enough to know what's really going on in this house, but it is creepy as hell. So, yeah. I don't know if there's like a burial ground or something, but I honestly feel like Native American burial grounds are real, and they're sacred. They're very sacred, and if you build shit on it, but I don't know that that's what's happening here, but I definitely think there's something paranormal going on. There's something supernatural going on about this neighborhood. The 2 roommates that just left, one of the guys was like, because I was like, this house traps you. It's like it traps souls here. And he's like, oh my God, that's exactly what it is. He's like, you don't even get out of the vortex. You don't even get out of whatever this is until 2 blocks that way. He's like, I have to literally go 2 blocks to even get out of whatever this is. So it's like some sort of grid system or like a pull. There's like a thing. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's underground. I don't know if it's I just really honestly think there's a portal here somewhere. I don't know what this is. A ley line, some sort of grid system. I'm not sure, but it's something crazy. And he was saying that you don't even get out of this feeling of that like trapped feeling until you're 2 blocks in that direction. So he was like, dude, I'm out. I can't stay here. You got to be a very strong man to live here in this house, because he towards the end he was starting to become demonically possessed, and you could tell that's the man that hit me. He literally physically abused me, a random stranger. Like, I've only known him 3 times. We didn't have a relationship or anything like that. He was just like, we only had like 3 real discussions. But yeah, anyway, he couldn't handle it. It was starting to take over his mind, and uh he physically assaulted me, and that was the last he was allowed to be here, and he left. Um, this house, there is something here. There is something here, and it is dark. Um, there was a horde of flies here on this front porch. The day after, I saw a horde of flies outside in the backyard. There was flies 2 days in a row, and then like the third day is when he laid hands on me. It's something demonic. It very much is a low vibrational spirit or something here. I don't know. I don't know if it's poltergeist. I don't know what it is, but people need to be really hella strong, or it will chew you up and spit you out. And I've been here 8 months, and the guy, when I told him that, I was like, yeah, I've lived here 8 months. I know it's real. I know it's crazy. He was like, he was so shocked that I'd been here that long. He was like, fucking 8 months? How did you do that? How did you do that? He was like, I was here last year for only 2 weeks and I couldn't handle it. And then he was saying that there's these frequencies that he's hearing. Like the house is magical or something. There's like frequencies and he can hear like hums and vibrations and frequencies and stuff. And I'm like, I think it's because I don't know. I think it was like trapping him in a lower frequency. I really do. And I think that he became demonically possessed. Interesting. Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you. Thank you, Marisol. I'm okay. I'm actually okay. Interesting. So sorry that happened. Thank you for being here. Combine love with authenticity, then you have a blueprint to the new heavens on earth. Oh, God, you're so amazing. I really do love you. Honestly, it's really impressive when you do the British accent. Really? Is that true of you? What? You and me? Look at us bonding over our English accent. I don't even know where it got it, though, mate. I have no idea. No idea. I've never been across the pond. I've actually only been in the States. It's very boring. It's mainly very boring in Iowa. You've never even heard of an Iowa. You're like, what the fuck is an Iowa? What is an Iowa? What is that? The fuck is an Iowa, Jenna? What is that? Exactly. We're the butthole of the United States. We're like right there, center on the map. Literally, you look at America, we're right there in the fucking middle, and that's where the bunghole is. You look at a map like this, America like this, yeah? We're right here, in the fucking middle, right here, in the butthole. Right there in the butthole of America. That's where we are, right there. Right there in the middle. In the butthole of the United States. That is where America is. I mean, that is where Iowa is. And that is where I am. I'm right in the eye of the butthole. That is literally me. That's where I'm at. I fucking swear to you. I swear to you. Iowa is practically right in the middle. And like, of the middle is me, is the city. I mean, it's crazy. But I really am the center of America, which is basically the center of the world because we think the whole world revolves around us. It just makes sense I would be born in America because I'm that selfish and that self-deluded. That I would have to be in the most selfish country on the planet. You know what I mean? There's not a better planet for me, to be honest. Or not a better country for me. But yeah, the right here, the middle part is where Iowa is. And if you look at Iowa and you can still stand it and not vomit, right there in the middle is me. So I'm in the butthole of the butthole. The butthole of the butthole of the butthole. I mean, so sorry. I love America. Don't get me wrong. America. But like, come on. I don't approve of some of the shit we've been doing lately. Okay? I don't approve. I don't approve. I think we should have been the big brother. I think we should have been protecting everybody. I think what we do is stupid. I think God is probably tired of us slinging around our big D energy like, oh, hey, we want this land. Oh, you wanted it? Tough shit. God's probably tired of that. I feel like America is being sat down. Yeah. I love my country. I do. But I used to love my country. I used to love what it stood for. What does it stand for anymore? What do we stand for now? We have to rechange everything. What do we stand for? Serious. What do we stand for? When we get up and running again, if we really do make America great again, and we get great again, are we going to stand for justice? Are we going to stand for being that country that becomes the big brother again and says, look, we got you. We're protecting you and you and you and you and you. Are we going to do that again? Because that's how we had God's blessing and favor in the first place, in my opinion. That's how we had God's blessing. Same with a lot of us divine feminines and divine masculines. Like the reason we had divine favor Because we were out here doing our life purpose and protecting the innocent. The divine blesses you when you bless others, right? I mean, yeah, of course you get blessed all the time, regardless, really. But there are so many more blessings when you're blessing others. So I think the reason that our country was great at one time, maybe, possibly, and there was this idea of an American dream, is because we were honestly doing good things for the world too, at one point. Like we were protecting a lot of our allies. We were strong and we were that muscle. And we were the ones that have been like, fucking talk to Greenland like that again. I can dare you, bruh. Yeah? Look in Australia's direction and I'll fuck you up. That's what we used to be in America. We used to be able to defend our allies. Now our allies are like, shit, I don't know that guy. America, I don't know him. Yo, that is what all of our allies like. Dude, I don't know that guy. I don't know that. Don't invite him. Don't invite him. Don't invite him. Don't invite him. Stop. No. That's literally, that's how America now gets like invited to these like peace talks and all this shit. It's like, no, don't invite him. No. The US? No, come on. Anybody. No. Anything. We could, there's gotta be anybody with the VIP access. I don't know that it should be the US. That's how all of our allies see us anymore. They're basically like, anybody but that guy. I think even some of our allies are embarrassed to be our allies. Well, the good news is the whole world thinks that America is tone deaf, and we're not. We're not tone deaf. We know we're kind of assholes. You know, as a country, we know we're one big conglomerate of fucked. We know that. So we're not tone deaf. We know. Like, we know what people say about us. We just don't care because we're that fucking self-centered. That's what I'm saying. There's not a better country for me. I mean, of all the places to host this narcissist, it would definitely be America. But no, I'm serious, guys. I'm pretty sure a lot of our allies are out here looking like, no, don't invite him. Don't invite him. Don't. Serious. Let's just call Uruguay or Ghana. Let's have anybody show up to the UN voting booth, but America. Okay? We'll replace them. We'll find somebody else. Switzerland, Antarctica. There's got to be a remote island somewhere in the Pacific. We'll find it. We don't need the US there. Like, the US is that black sheep of the family that nobody is inviting to the party. Like, if the US was invited to a funeral, the funeral director would literally tell the United States, just so that we didn't show up to the funeral director would be like, that person never died. They're alive, actually. You don't have to show up. They're living. Have a good one. Don't show up here. They're alive. Hallelujah. They didn't die. You don't have to show up. No. That's what it is. That's how it is right now. America. God, you guys, come on. You're putting me to shame out here. We got to do better than this. We got to do better than this. We are the laughing stock. We were supposed to be the big brother. We were supposed to be the one that was always like, fucking talk to me like that again. Talk to Australia like that again, yeah? Talk to Canada again like that, eh? Talk to Canada like that, yeah? We used to be the strong military muscle. We used to be the one that like nobody fucked with and nobody fucked with our allies. But now all of a sudden our allies are disowning us like, duh, I don't know him. Shit, I don't know him. He's gonna get me caught up. I don't know that guy. I'm embarrassed for us. God, you think I don't have friends? America doesn't have friends. Shit. It's not funny. It's expensive. We should probably do better at social relationships. America should probably be social again. You ever try that? Like I say, as like a former recluse. Former, I'm still in my pajamas in hermit mode in my house. I don't leave. I don't go anywhere. So I don't know what I'm talking about, but we should really be more social as a country. But I mean, you can't take that guy anywhere. You can't take him anywhere. He's gonna embarrass the shit out of all of us, no matter where he goes. I've basically been in a cave for 15 years, and I'm like, yeah, guys, let's go be social, huh? Yeah, have a fucking personality about you, US. Come on, look alive. Yeah, and I don't have any friends at all. So I don't even know what I would do in the interpersonal affairs of the United States of America. All I know is we should be more social because we're not doing right. We have a lot of enemies, and I don't know that we have any friends. Do we have any? Do we? Oh, shit. No, it's bad. What reality did I shift into? Because what timeline am I in? Because I remember when Mexico used to be our friend, Canada used to be our friend. You remember back in the good old days when the two most loving, normal, cozy countries ever liked us? I remember. The good times. How did we in 1 year literally get hated by our neighbor, dude? In what world? In what world? What did we do, dude? In 1 year, less than a year. Canada and Mexico fucking hates us. What the fuck? Oh my God. It's like, America, we need therapy. We need something. I don't know what we need, honey. We need Jesus. Which is ironic because aren't we like the most Jesus loving per capita or something? I don't know. It's a lot. There's a lot of Jesus lovers out here. But this country looks very much, it doesn't represent that. So, what's this channel about? Hello, Em. How are you? What's this channel about? Literally nothing. I don't know. I haven't talked about literally everything all day today. Everything. You name it, I've discussed it. Unicorns, taxes, hugging trees, your mother. I have talked about it all. But anyway, I'm gonna go, guys, because I'm just delaying the inevitable. I have to go to bed, but I just wanted to talk about how a lot of you might right now be psychically feeling how a lot of people are pulling on your energy, and it's okay. It's that you did the right thing, and I just wanted to tell you it'll get better than this. I promise. I promise it will get better. I promise you will not be feeling this sad all the time. Those people are going to be met with karmic relationships soon, and they will be so busy with other things, they will stop pulling on your energy. That's how it's going to be, okay? Life, yes. Marisol, bless your heart. I love that you're here. It's such a great honor to meet you. I love you. Heart emojis right back, Marisol. 1,000-fold, 1,000-fold. Thank you so much for the tip. That was beautiful. You guys are amazing. You're so lovely to me. Really so good. We're going to see what God does. God's going to do it up big soon. I know it. But thank you again, guys. I love you. I'm going to go get some sleep. I hope you get amazing sleep as well. And I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay? Oh, thank you so much. Oh, you too, honey. Kisses. Bless you. Big hugs, Marisol. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.